They creep away into shadows, trying to avoid the Reaper's gallows. Frauds, scammers, watch them scatter. As the sickle swings, hell opens, another soul enters on the death angel's wings. Friday the Reaper begins. Reaper begins. Run, she saw your sins. Run, as Elmo rest in pieces. Your time was up, your fraud now ceases. The sickle swings, the crow sings. The crimes their deception welcomes Reapers, chilly reception. Off with their heads, the reaping begins. She saw your fraud, your scams, your sin. Let it all be shown, let the reaping begin. The sickle swings, the crow sings. Their crimes, their deception welcomes Reapers, chilly reception. They creep away into shadows, trying to avoid the Reaper's gallows. Frauds, scammers, watch them scatter. As the sickle swings, hell opens, another soul enters on the death angel's wings. Friday the Reaper begins. Run, run, she saw your sins. Run, run. The sickle swings, the crow sings. The crow's their deception welcomes Reapers, steady reception. Their crimes, their deception welcomes Reapers, steady reception. Off with their heads, the reaping begins. She saw your fraud, your scams, your sin. Let the reaping begin. Let the reaping begin. The refill swings. The crow sings. Fraud at a reaper begins.
Hi, everybody. How's everyone doing? Okay, I got your message. While we are waiting for people to mosey on in. Oh, no, that's not it. Hold on. Because our favorite hotel scammer lady went live. I guess she only went live for a minute something. That's interesting. Seemed like it was longer than that. I'm just going to upload it really, really quick. Okay. So that'll be ready to go. How's everybody doing on this lovely, wonderful Saturday? How is everybody's Thanksgiving? Is the audio okay? Is it too loud? Do I need to turn it up? Is it too loud and I need to turn it down? Trying to go for live stream number 4 with no technical difficulties. Because if I have to, I can also move my mic closer. I try not to put it like right in front of me because then I can't type if I need to. No, the Aggies lost. Are you serious? Oh, that sucks. Oh, I know there's no Thanksgiving in Denmark. By the way, I love Denmark. Just letting you know. One of my favorite places I've ever visited. Wow, that sucks. Uh, I know the last time they played when they won. Remember, I told you my son's like best friend is one of the football players for the Aggies. He hasn't been playing through most of the season because he had that heart problem and he ended up in the hospital. But they let him play the last time they won, and he was just so ecstatic that he finally got to go out and play and they won. But still, that sucks that they lost tonight. That sucks. And yes, congratulations again to Raymer. He's still going strong. Awesome job. I'm proud of you. How was everyone's Thanksgiving? Who had Thanksgiving? Not the out of country people or even anybody in the US, like, cuz I don't celebrate Thanksgiving for Thanksgiving. I just do it for the food and family. That's it. I'm freezing here in Georgia, but my team won. It's cold here right now. I know I just looked at it, but I forgot what it was. 39 degrees right now, and it feels every bit of it, but I love it. Lots of food and being lazy. That's the point. Food, laziness, spending time with loved ones. It's awesome. I can't eat no more turkey. Oh, poor Miss Barb. I mean, that is the point of Thanksgiving is like eating everything. I'm sure I'm not the only one here who has Thanksgiving pants. You know, the pants that you can literally eat that won't get too tight while you're eating all day long. Yay, short bus is here. So our favorite hotel scammer, Julie, is still asking for $20 constantly. Supposedly she needs food. Like, what the hell? Oh, yeah. Let me not forget about that. Thank you for mentioning memberships because before the live stream even started, um, I wish I could see that. Let me open it up on my phone now because I can't see it. It's so small on here. Natural Witch 1030, she gifted 5 Fraudador Reaper memberships before the live even started. So I wanted to make sure that I put it up and said thank you, welcome, or welcome to everybody who did win it, and congratulations. Because remember, free memberships are all random. We can't pick and choose who actually gets one. But because I checked it over on YouTube, I was able to actually see who got a free membership. So, Hey Lynn 1003 received a free membership. Arnold Denning received one. JN2C478 received one. Tammy Gamble received one. And Catherine Rickard 699 also received free memberships by Natural Witch. Thank you so much. And Lilac Homestead just gifted 5 Fraudador Reaper memberships. Congratulations to whoever got them and welcome. I can't see who you are right now because I'm on StreamYard and not over on YouTube. But whoever got them, congratulations and welcome. That's the thing, Kimba. I don't recognize any of them either because YouTube changed it to where we no longer can see your username, but now we're seeing the handle. So it's been really weird, like trying to remember who was who under their original names because I didn't, and I still don't know why YouTube is trying this out. I guess it's a trial run. I really wish that they would learn that this trial run sucks and please bring it back to where we see the username so we know who's everybody. That would be absolutely awesome. Oh, breast cancer warrior, you got one. Yay. I was alone for Thanksgiving since losing my mom on Mother's. Oh my God, I'm so sorry, Kelly. I'm sorry to hear that. Well, I'm glad that you're here, that's for sure. Yes, welcome all new members. And we will have a members live stream tomorrow night. I try and do one membership live a week, and it's usually always going to be a Sunday or a Monday. So, but we're going to, oh my goodness, look who's here. My good friend, Uncle Artie. If you don't know who I am, you're forgetting your favorite uncle. I know who you are. Like, it doesn't matter. I will always know who you are. I've missed you, by the way. Texas Princess, I heard Lisa was on TikTok for 10 seconds on her Lisa Twin Boys page. She was on for a total of 15 seconds, didn't say a word. I don't know if anybody's seen the photo of her, but there's no black eye. So all of this hoopla about, oh my God, yeah, I've got Lisa news and it's so exciting. She's got a black eye and Nate kicked her out. There's no black eye. Black eyes do not fade away overnight. Take what you hear with a grain of salt. Number one, Lisa lies on a constant basis. She does have her little nuggets of truth here and there, but I mean, come on. And screenshots that are heavily cropped that don't show anything other than partial messages. Some of them were cropped off where you couldn't even read the whole message. Take those with a grain of salt as well. So Lisa did not have a black eye. I can actually show the photo if nobody has seen it. Let me upload that onto here as well because I forgot to do that. It's like the only thing I forgot to do was upload that damn photo. So you're going to see me pop up on the screen again. So there'll be two of me, but just for a moment. I didn't even hear the smoke alarm, but I don't think there was, oops. No, I don't want that to go down. I want that to go down. Let's see. Why is this still? Oh, okay. Let me upload that photo and then I'll show you guys. I can say one thing's for sure. She does not look like she's missed any meals. And that should not take but a few seconds to upload. And it's uploaded. So let's get rid of that. Okay. Yeah, Lisa's definitely not pregnant. We all knew that. Oops, I did not mean to close that. Okay. So let me put that picture. And I mean, this was literally what you saw on the 15-second live stream. That's it. Uncle Artie, I wouldn't be surprised if you're pregnant the way you hoe around. Come on now. Oh, Jeffrey Phillips. Faith went live the next day as if nothing happened the night before. Nothing. She's gained weight. She eats. I mean, come on. We know she eats. Yeah, she looks, she looks about in her 50s here. But then again, all the drug use that she's done in the last 20 years, heavily doing it in the last 2 years or year and a half or whatever, yeah, it's going to have an effect on her appearance, unfortunately. But as you see, there is no black eye. Yeah, the pupils, though. Whoa. Yay, Reality Junkies here. It's my favorite potato. If you guys have not checked out Reality Junkie 2's YouTube channel, please go subscribe. She is hilarious. She also has a TikTok page in the same name. I highly, highly recommend her. She does look haggard. She really does. But she also commented on Mandy's video post about her. And I'm going to have to open it up on my phone again because it's too small to read off the damn screen. However, hold on, that's not the first one. Is that the first one? I think that's the first one. One of these ended up deleted. So, and I believe it was that one. I have to pull it up first so I can see it. Screenshots. No, it wasn't. There it is. Okay, so yes, this is the one that was deleted. I'm not sure who deleted it, whether it was Mandy or Lisa, no clue, but it ended up completely gone from the comment section after it was there. But it says, "This is Lisa, Mandy. This is Lisa. You can email me. There is no baby. I am not pregnant. Stop saying that. Everybody stop saying that." It was, again, deleted. And then the next one said, "How about that? How about that? How about Nate just been taking care of me and working and doing right by me, and I don't need to get on and ask for anything. How about that? How about wrap your heads around that? Because that's exactly what's going on." Like, Lisa, when are you going to learn some English grammar? Like, come on. However, when I read that she said Nate's working, I had the biggest laugh of my life. Nate's not working or taking care of her. I mean, come on. And if you can hear my son in the background, I apologize. He's playing a game again tonight, and it's a new game. One of them was deleted. Which one was deleted? I don't know. One of them's deleted. Don't care which one anymore. I just know one of them was deleted. But it got screenshot, not by me. This was all sent to me. I don't watch Mandy. I don't keep up with Mandy. Yeah, I know. Nate working. Oh, well, thank you, Tony Lawson. Yes, for Christmas, Nate should buy her some Hooked on Phonics. I think that would be a great idea. You didn't miss much. We were just showing that because there was a rumor yesterday going around that supposedly some text messages were saying that Lisa had a black eye and Nate kicked her out, and then she went live for 15 seconds today, and there's absolutely no black eye. Black eyes don't disappear overnight. So, again, take these things with a grain of salt. Short Buzz, that is your own gang. We are not naming ourselves that, okay? Stop trying to push it. Community service, that would be funny. Did you see Spread Love made a post saying she was going to help Lisa and needed others to help her too? Well, Spread Love, more power to you. But nobody needs to be helping Lisa right now. Lisa can help herself. There's 2 people in her household. Neither one of them are incapable of working a full-time job. So let them learn to help themselves. I mean, we all know, again, Lisa has never taken care of herself. She has always relied on somebody to take care of herself. She probably did. I don't know why Lisa would delete it, but yeah, I wouldn't be surprised one bit if she did. Gabby's black eye disappeared in one day. Her fake pregnancy did too. How about that? Ah. um, I'm a her. No, I know what you're saying. I had to, Frognator, for you. No, they're not. None of them are good. None of them. I have no clue if they're fake, if they're not fake. I don't even think I've seen them. Are those the ones talking about black eyes and stuff? Yeah, we checked and it was gone. So if it's back, that's awesome. I don't think it should have been deleted anyways. Miss Michelle Mathers, there's a lot. A lot. Just I'm not even going to go into it because I don't and I'm going to say this straight out. I don't need to do what she does and go live multiple times a week and crash out talking shit and slandering her because first of all, I don't there's no reason for me to attack somebody personally. If I have something to say about you, I'm going to point it out in something you've done and then I have proof, which was in the live stream. That's what I pointed out. The only thing that's come back at me is not trying to, defend it or not defend it or anything, but just 100% coming at me personally, saying that I'm lying about my past, saying I'm lying about this and that. Never had a conversation with this woman. And it's really surprising how many people say that I'm lying about my past and jobs and stuff like that. I didn't know these people were around me back in like 2003, 2004, or even before I had a YouTube channel. So it's really interesting how they know so much about my life, but yet can't seem to get any of it correct. But all I need to do is one full video and be done with it. I don't need to go live every fucking day crashing out for 2 or 3 hours. Like that's just not what we do over here. The personal attacks, the mocking my appearance, using a heavily edited photo that Rude Barbie made, saying that's my real appearance, not this, not my profile photo, is just childish as hell. And I'm not going to play childish games like that. Like I said, it'll take one video and that's it. Exactly. They know more about my life than I do, and they can't even get anything correct. But let's also not forget when you sit with Victoria and you almost like protect her and believe all the bullshit and lies that comes from her mouth, that says a lot of bad for your character. Yeah, that doesn't make any sense to me, but I could say so much, but I'm not going to play her childish games. I'm going to continue to be the adult in this entire situation. Thank you. I know you've seen me live before. All of you have seen me live before. You too have a wonderful Saturday. But yeah, it'll take me one video and then I'm done with it. And once I have everything I need, that video will happen. That's it. Other than that, we move on like we always do. I mean, according to some people, I'm still covering and talking nothing but Lisa. Also according to over there, I went missing the whole month that Lisa was gone. I don't know how that could happen. You can check my channel. I've got several videos showing that I was literally active on the internet the whole time Lisa has been gone. I wasn't gone at all. Never left TikTok, never left YouTube, but you know, it is what it is. You ask them for proof, they show nothing. You ask me for proof, I will give it to you. If I'm saying this, this, and this about that person, I have the proof to back it up. If you ask them for proof, you get Oh, well, it'll take 6 hours. And let me say, for anybody who does not know, just to state this fact, it will never take you 6 hours to upload screenshots to YouTube. I will upload a 1 to 2 hour video and it takes me 45 minutes. And that's even on dial up. It's not going to take you no damn 6 hours. You weren't missing. I know I wasn't, but I guess according to them, I was missing the whole time Lisa was gone. And I popped back up when Lisa came back on for those 2 days. Uncle Artie, have I gone missing ever? I was hanging out in Uncle Artie's bar. Yeah, that too. That too. Absolutely. My channel is not about my personal life. My channel is about the shitty people on the internet and what they do and what I can prove they are doing by using their videos or their live streams. I mean, it's so stupid. If you get called out for something, the worst thing you could do is attack that person's personal life and past, but then state a million times, I don't care about somebody's past. But then that's all you're doing on me. And you can't even get my past correct. But that's always a way to show guilt is when somebody calls you out on something you've done and you immediately go to personally attacking that person. Yeah. Not batting 100 there. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. Oh no, the wrong Missy. According to her, I have zero credibility. Texas Princess, thank you for the $5 super chat. She is saying she's going live on TikTok because she can start something tomorrow. She thinks we got her live taken down. I heard about that. You know where I was when that happened? I was on Facebook Messenger hanging out with friends. Like, I wasn't even anywhere near TikTok. I know I had heard a couple things, like especially Victoria in the box running her mouth, and I made a post on TikTok about it. Other than that, I don't watch that. Like, I don't know. I'm not going to say anything. Again, we're adults over here. Well, yeah. I mean, when it's constant. I mean, what can I say? If I've pissed you off that much that you have to come after my personal life, then I'm doing something right. Thanks for proving it. Did I get your Facebook message on about fate? When did you send it? Let me see. When did you send it? Because I'm not seeing any new. Oh, oh. Can I read that out loud or no? Are you okay with me reading it out loud? Because if you don't want me to read it out loud, I won't. I still cannot believe that Faith admitted all that shit the other night and then went live the next day as if nothing happened. Facts. 100% facts. Ooh, it's 10 degrees there. I'm jealous. Yeah, the dog part. Oh my God. Amanda, is it okay if I read it out loud? I forgot to say your name, so you probably had no clue I was talking about you. What did she admit to? Okay, okay, I'll read it out loud. Uncle Artie, I don't even know if you know who I'm even talking about. Yes, we're actually going to be playing that clip. Always fun and games. We're going to be playing that clip tonight. But so this girl I'm covering, she's a major scammer, like scammed $90,000, partially auctioning off her virginity. She does have cerebral palsy, but she uses her disability to scam people. She's a habitual pathological liar. Absolutely disgusting. She told somebody, I guess was in a phone conversation, and I'm going to try and repeat this as tastefully as I can, because I know when we watched the live stream and that's when it all came out, because we didn't know that this was going to happen. We were actually streaming the live stream that had her in it. So we didn't know this shit was going to happen. But she admitted to somebody over the phone that, okay, so first, she's always telling people about her crippled coochie and always throwing it at men and, talking about it. But told somebody that she puts peanut butter on her crippled coochie and lets her dog lick it off. The person she told it to asked her if it was a joke. She said no. It has also come out later that she has told this to somebody else as well behind the scenes. So when it was brought to her attention, yeah, it was her ex-girlfriend, Jacqueline. So when it was brought to everybody's attention in that live stream, instead of denying it, she just admitted to saying it, but said it was a joke. Like, are you fucking kidding me? Nobody jokes about that stuff. Nobody should be joking about stuff like that. Absolutely gross. That's it. I've never eaten peanut butter again. Like, it was so disgusting. I was so mortified over the fact that this happened. Like, oh my God. So, okay. So I did get this message from Amanda. She said, heads up, shit is going down with Faith. OG, I'm pretty sure most of you know who OG is. She's the one that rescued Shadow, Lisa's dog. OG is going to the police because Faith is saying she's experimenting with her dog, and she likes when her dad changes her because he takes his time with her and a whole bunch of other stuff. So I am glad that this has, and I did hear that this was brought to the attention of the sheriff's department. So I am glad that this has been taken to the proper authorities, because it needs to be taken to the proper authorities. Right. So they're trying to use, it is animal abuse. 100% it is animal abuse. We all agree with that. Um her mom is now trying to, well, even Faith is trying to, yeah, she said that he takes his time wiping her down there and she enjoys it. Whatever. She doesn't realize that the shit she can get her dad into by saying stuff like this. And I don't think her dad does anything inappropriate. I don't know them, so I can't say factually, but in my opinion, I don't think her dad is doing that inappropriately. But she's just absolutely fucking disgusting. But her and her mom are trying to use the excuse that we know she wears a diaper. So now she's trying to say she wears 2 layers of diaper, and it would have been impossible to do that. No, it wouldn't have been impossible to do that. I mean, she's already admitted in a live stream that she pleasures herself and then has her mom come in and clean the mess. Okay, so how'd you get your diaper off to do that? Like, she cannot use the whole I use a diaper. It's impossible. She has accused people of SA before. Yes. She 100% deserves to face any consequence at this point. But Faith, she's disabled and in a wheelchair. Nothing can happen to her. She can't go to jail. She can't be arrested. So I really hope that something is done. We already know that there's a class action lawsuit by 6 people. We know that Dalton has already filed, and then there's 6 other people. I don't know if they're gonna file separate or if they're gonna do a class action like the first group. But now we have this on top of it. And it's just absolutely gross. Exactly. It doesn't matter if she wears 10 diapers, 2 diapers, 1 diaper. It's not acceptable behavior. Especially, you can't even say that's a joke. Why would somebody use that and say it's a joke? The only reason she's saying it's a joke is because she got caught. Hope she got kicked out. She needs. No, her mom is literally backing her, saying that it's a lie, blah, blah, blah. Like, no. Right. And that is a problem because just by her saying it is not enough proof for anything to be done, unfortunately. They would need some kind of evidence that it's happening, which isn't, it's unfortunate because like she's just a nasty, vile, disgusting person. And nobody just tells their girlfriend or boyfriend over the phone something that random, and then when they're asked, is that a joke, and they say no, and they laugh like what. And then even in the live stream, she was asked it and she says no, it's a joke, and she fucking laughed. And then people said that's not a joke, it's not funny, and she goes, well, I laughed. But here's the thing. Again, they're going to try and pull the whole, oh, well, she's mentally 11 years old. No, stop trying to use that bullshit. 11-year-olds do not know how to take out 9 tribal loans, 5 overseas loans, and multiple regular loans. 11-year-olds don't know how to sit there and make phone calls to people asking them to help her hide money from Social Security Administration. She is a scamming little fraud artist and a con man, and she needs to face consequences. That is true. That is true. Yeah, and 11-year-olds don't do things like that with their dogs or joke about it or even just talk about it. Okay, good. Well, maybe that's why she's been on her best behavior the last couple live streams. Like, there's one live stream, and we're going to see a clip of it where, like, now she's just pretending that she's this huge um, disability advocate. And it's like, what the fuck? Like, and people are buying into it. She is not an advocate. The only thing she advocates for is how not to be as a human being. Take me as an example. That's Faith right there. Hi, my name is Faith Langhorn. Please do not be the horrible human being that I am. That's what her advocacy should be. They did. There were multiple people that contacted the authorities. I think those are the loans that her mom paid off for her, are the overseas loans. I'm not sure about the tribal loans, but I know that she's like 20 plus thousand in debt right now. Yeah, she keeps trying to go to Coachella. Oh my god. No. The fact that she sits in a dirty diaper 14 hours a day just because she doesn't want to get off of TikTok, would you want her at Coachella? Oh, are you kidding? She crashes every night in her live streams. Every night she's crashing out. So no, it's not surprising. But I'm sure she'll lie and say we're streaming her live stream again, like she says every time I'm live, which we've never streamed one of her live streams. I don't know. What is she going to do at Coachella? She just wants to be able to say she went to Coachella. Like, that's all it is. Oh, I know you were potato. Huh? She made stickers that are very disgusting. What? Oh, I thought we were talking about Faith still. Again, this is what childish, unhinged, mentally unwell behavior looks like. Right there. Making stickers that are disgusting for her followers. It's called mental illness and needs to be checked highly. Let's see. Nikki, stay safe. Oh yeah, Nikki, please be safe. Everybody who is in this weather, this snowstorm, please be safe. Well, see, from what I heard was somebody was supposed to buy her a ticket to Coachella, but didn't or something. I don't know. She was gonna go because somebody was gonna buy the ticket, but then didn't buy the ticket. So she's still trying to convince somebody to buy the ticket to Coachella. So I don't know what's going on there. Jeez, Josh. I'm in the storm and just ran out of propane. Oh, shit. Is there any way you can get propane to you? No, I honestly, I think she just wants to go to Coachella to say, I went to Coachella. No, she doesn't know what Coachella is. She has no clue. She's gone and made posts for, oh God, what was her name? Uh, Sabrina. She's a singer. I don't know if it was Sabrina. It's one of these female singers. She made a post using her disability trying to get free tickets to her concert and backstage passes. And this is what Faithful does, or Faithful. This is what Faith does. She uses her disability to, number one, get free shit, get sympathy, to be able to scam money. Like, it's just gross. Reaper, she just said that's why, so she can say she went. She said it about an hour ago. Oh my God. Okay. See, I didn't even see. Sabrina Carpenter, yes, thank you. What type of flex is that? Big deal. I've been within 30 feet of Bill Clinton and George Bush before. I shook George Bush Sr.'s hand when he came to Fort Stewart. I was, I want to say 14, 13 or 14. It was right after the Gulf War started. My dad went over to the Gulf War. He was a tank commander in the Army. And George Bush Sr. came to Fort Stewart to see all of the family members of the soldiers that were gone. And I shook his hand. Like, I'm not even going to get into the Backstreet Boys concert and after party. But literally, she's just going to say she wanted to go. That's such a waste of somebody else's money to even buy her a ticket. Well, then she can get a job. Okay. She can get a job and buy her own Coachella ticket and go if her mom and dad will let her go. Okay. Can somebody tell me? Because I can't remember if it's correct. I could have swore she said before that she was 2 years old when her parents moved from California to Texas. So she was raised in Texas and born in California. But I heard her, no, not her, F. Briley, me. I was. Um, I, but I think it was like today or yesterday she went live and said that she was actually raised in California. Right. Okay. So I'm not the only one confused right now. Hey, Kelly. No, she would not be able to handle Coachella. Could you imagine the people at Coachella having to stand around her in her dirty ass diaper? Like, what the fuck? Yeah, it's not a flex. Every time I've seen videos of people at Coachella, it's like empty. But I couldn't remember because I could have swore she said one time she was 2 years old when her parents moved her to Texas or moved the family to Texas. But then just in a live recently, either today or yesterday, she said she was raised in California, which she was not raised in California. She was raised in Texas. I don't understand the whole need to lie about every fucking aspect of your life. Who cares where you were raised? Just being raised in California or Texas, like it doesn't make a difference. The fucked up thing is, if she actually worked at getting more mobility, maybe she would be able to go or work. And hygiene, yes, self care, responsible, yeah. Well, here's the thing, she's had 3 jobs. She worked at Disney World, that's the one in Florida, right? I can never remember. I lived in Florida for 18 years, went to Disney once the whole time. That's the thing. When you live in Florida, you never go to Disney. When you don't live in Florida, you go to Disney like 50 times a year. Um, she worked there as a greeter. She worked for Amazon and she worked for a coffee shop. So the bitch can work. She chooses not to work. She chooses to scam people for money rather than actually work. She keeps talking about she wants to have this life and she wants to do this and she wants to do that. You can. You can do all of that. Whether you're in a fucking wheelchair or not, you can do all of that. You just got to want to do it. Hey, Katie. The problem is she don't want to do it. She just wants people to think she wants to do it. And here's something I want to show you guys. How many of you remember her constantly saying she cannot walk, she's never walked, she never will walk? Now she's saying she meant in like what did she say? Or her mom say? Without any kind of assistance. It doesn't matter if you're using a walker or crutches, you're still fucking walking, Faith. So for her to constantly put out these video posts saying, could you imagine what it's like to never walk? Could you tell me what it's like to walk? When she knows how to walk, she has walked. When she was in school, she walked with crutches and a walker. She was rarely in a wheelchair. What happened was she discovered the internet. She discovered that she could scam people. She got addicted to all of that and has not left her fucking chair since. So her mobility has literally gone to shit because she quit going to PT and OT. And now she's going to have to work even harder to get that mobility back. But she can still do it. And I'm fixing to show you why they decided to do this all of a fucking sudden. I will never know, but she did. Reaper, did you see the video of her saying it had been in her drafts for a long time? She had the same freaking shirt on her life. Yes, I saw that. Same shirt, same stain. Everything was the same that day. Like, again, why lie about everything? Like, it makes no sense. I'm going to pull up my YouTube so I can pull up that video really quick of her walking. And this was recent. This was like right before Thanksgiving. It was actually the week of Thanksgiving. And I guess she's asking her dad if you could see what's on her pants. And he says, well, it's definitely not soda. So she obviously messed herself again and had to get up and go change, which I'm actually surprised she even did that. Let me find it. I think it's in shorts. It wasn't a long video. Oh, is that it? Yeah, that's it. Okay. I have so many. I uploaded 11 videos. They're not all long, though, so I'm not planning on boring you with stuff. Because we're not just talking about Victoria or Faith tonight, we will be touching base on Victoria. Since Victoria feels like she hasn't gotten enough attention in quite a while, we're going to go ahead and remind everybody why Victoria is a huge piece of shit. But right now, we're going to watch this. Okay. Okay, huh? Do you think anyone called and told her dad what she's... I no clue if... I know that people were texting her mother. I don't know if anybody told her dad. Yes. So she was arguing with Dalton in a live stream. She was going ballistic as usual. And her mother came in and told her it was enough, went to grab her phone to turn TikTok off. Faith then grabbed it or something. Her mom slapped it out of her hand. Faith then went ballistic on her mother, and they called the police on her. That's all. She tried to make it seem like she got abused by her parents, but it was the other way around, as usual. All right, so no clue why, again, they decided to all of a sudden do this, but it just completely blew Faith's bullshit right out the water of her constantly asking people to explain to her what it's like to walk. Again, she used to be able to walk better than this, but since she's been sitting her ass in a chair for going on 5 years now, she's lost a lot of mobility. After she stopped going to PT and OT.
You know what you need?
Yes.
You need to walk out. That's because you can't show your ass because you're red. Yes, you are. You have a big old white thing on your old white thing on your ass. And it's definitely not soda. Okay?
Fuck you.
Okay. You need to go outside.
Okay.
Clothes, okay? So you can show them you can walk out there, okay?
And then I have to walk back.
Yes.
Okay, so I know a lot of people. I don't know if that was fake. It could have been fake. I have no clue. Right there, her dad was like whispering to her, and he was saying, you know, like, it's definitely not soda, but you need to go and change so that everybody can see that you can walk. That's what he was saying.
Come in here.
That's a good way to turn around.
Nancy! Hello? Dad, help.
I got it. You got yourself now?
No.
Okay. Well, there you go.
I'll be back, guys. I have to
Take
pee.
some big steps and swing your legs and go like, whoo, whoo.
Sorry about that. I forgot to put my earbuds in so um it doesn't echo through oops. I've heard my son has CP, walks with crutches, does not wear diapers, nor does he use a wheelchair, and he is 36 years old. That's awesome. I've known quite a few kids growing up with CP, some more severe than the others. The only reason why I knew so many was because growing up in the military my entire life, every 2 to 3 years, I moved and ended up in a different school, and there was, always somebody with CP. And they were all so sweet and lovely and nice. Nothing like Faith. Like, nothing like Faith. Like, it's just absolutely disgusting the way she is. I don't get it. It's the entitlement is what gets me, which goes with every scammer. There's always that entitlement when you have a scammer. Like because they came online and chose to talk to you, you now owe them money. It's really gross the way they behave. I took care of a man with CP, worked for mass cerebral palsy, and he was more severe than her, but used arm crutches and used the bathroom himself and went places all the time. Yeah, even like there was one kid in school, he was really severe in one of the schools, and I think that was the high school in Frankfurt that I went to. And then when I moved, we got stationed to Fort Stewart after Frankfurt, Germany. I ended up in a class with a girl with CP who was just like Faith. She could use crutches, she could use a walker. Every once in a while, she would have to use her wheelchair depending on how tired she got. Sweetest freaking girl ever. And again, every person that I met with CP was always so nice. They didn't lie on a constant basis. They didn't beg for money. They didn't scam you. They didn't sit there and tell you that they're sexually experimenting with their dog. Like, absolutely disgusting behavior from Faith. And that's, I'm glad you brought that up because she's constantly talking about when her parents die. Like, she's always got to talk about their death. And let's not forget, she did spike her dad's drink with her medicine to make him fall asleep. She was going to put way more in, but I guess the person she was on the phone with convinced her not to put so much. Like, anything at that point could have happened. She could have seriously hurt her father. Yes, the dog. You didn't know about the dog? We learned about the dog in my last live stream on Wednesday. Somebody said she was live crying and all that stuff, so I put the live on, and we didn't know that that was going to happen and come out. Like, it just came out. So then I felt horrible because people got triggered and were just so pissed off, and I'm like, shit, like, no. But none of us knew that that was going to come out of her mouth. And then the only reason she said it was a joke is because she got caught. She, I guess, had told more than one person about this. And when they asked her, this was all done on the back end. When they asked her if it was a joke, she said no. But then when she was confronted about it in the live stream, she said it was a joke and started laughing. I don't know. I have no clue what's going on with that. I just saw the police report. I've posted the police report. But as far as what has gone on with it, though, I don't know. It's actually gotten pretty hard trying to FOIA out of Waco because so many people are doing FOIAs on Faith in Waco, Texas. It's crazy. All right, see what else do I have for you guys? I have a couple of things. Really quick, because the Julie video is only a minute and a half long. Um, how did she try? I don't know how she tried to kill her mom. I have no clue. It didn't say in the report. Does anyone know if there's any updates with the people who are restricted? Yes. So there is a class action lawsuit by 6 people. Then we've got Dalton, and then there's 6 more people, but I don't know if it's also going to be a class action or if they're going to do it separately. What? You did self promo, but you're not even doing self promo for yourself. Anyways, if you guys like wacky, crazy, kooky shit, follow this guy. He is funny. You have a great time in his live streams. He is hilarious. I have been following him. He's been following me for what, 3 years since I started my channel? Is it not illegal to auction off your virginity? That's a good question. Let me Google that. Is it why like the shit I Google? If the FBI ever went through my freaking phone, they would just look at me and go, "Are you okay? Is it illegal to auction your virginity?" Okay, let me take my glasses off so I can read this to you guys. Now, I know in history it wasn't, back when they had harlots and stuff like that, the mothers would auction off their daughters' virginities to the highest bidder, and they would actually move in with that bidder and take care of that guy's needs, even if he was married. But, okay, the legality of auctioning one's virginity depends entirely on location, as the transaction is widely considered a form of prostitution, which is illegal in most places. In the United States, we know that prostitution is illegal in all U.S. states except for certain licensed brothels in Nevada, where it is heavily regulated. In other states, attempting to solicit or engage in sexual conduct for a fee is a crime. While law enforcement has not always targeted the sellers in high publicized online attempts, operating an auction website or facilitating the transaction in an area where prostitution is illegal could lead to solicitation or prostitution charges for all parties involved. Online auction sites like eBay explicitly ban such sales from their platform. Yeah, she didn't try and auction off her virginity on eBay. It was on Meet Me. So to answer your question, yes, it is illegal in the state of Texas, which is where she's from. As far as I know, if anybody purchased her virginity, they didn't get it because she's still trying to throw it at people every time a male is in a box with her. Yes. I mean, if I'd have seen that before I read all that, I would have just said that. I know, right? eBay. I'm sure she could put it on Craigslist and it wouldn't be found by the law. So I don't know. Oh my God. Yes. Her 5 perks of dating someone who's crippled. Jesus Christ. And what she does is she'll say, "Are you a comedian? I'm a comedian. Do you want to hear a joke?" The 5 perks of dating someone in a wheelchair. And then, of course, once you get the crippled coochie, you never go back. What the fuck? Can we deport her from Texas? I've been trying, Uncle Artie. Doesn't seem like we can. She does have a bad habit of talking to minor boys on TikTok. She was doing a live stream one night and somebody popped up in a box and it was the mother of a minor boy going off on her for trying to get her son to tell her where he lived. I actually still have that live stream somewhere in my folder of faith. Like there was, yeah, I saw that. I actually played that in my live stream. I played that one. Yes, she can, Kelly. Yes, she can. Hope they bring a clean diaper. I don't know how far she's gotten with minors, but I do know that she has contacted minors on TikTok, and I don't know if he was a minor, but she has sent explicit photos to different men. Or I don't know if he was a minor. Somebody did say he was a minor, but I don't know 100% if he was. But I do know that there was that one live stream, everybody was watching it, and this lady took a box and got up there and started going off on Faith, because Faith at that moment, while she was hosting her own live stream, was messaging this minor boy. Because remember, she's 28, the kid was like 16, 17 years old, I can't remember, but trying to get him to tell her where he lived, and the mother was like going off on her. Well, she has to, and that's just she has to make everything sexual. Like she showed that lift which you use when somebody is actually paralyzed, unlike Faith who claims that she is 100% paralyzed. Um it's that lift that they put them in and it lifts them up and moves them and stuff. And she made a post about it. It was just like, "Oh my god, can we just call this what it actually is? It's a sex swing." No, Faith, it's not a fucking sex swing. It's a lift. It's used for actual medical fucking purposes, you dumbass. Okay, that's right. He was 17. That's still a minor. She's 28 and she should have never been messaging. And then she was like, "I didn't even know he was 17." And the mom showed like the screenshots and he told her he was 17. Yes. Faith needs hormone suppression. Absolutely. A hoist. Yes, thank you. That's what it is. And that's not the medical term for it, but that's what we would call it. Yes. A Hoyer lift. Okay. The bestiality situation would be more concerning than the coochie, but pursuing it lawful will cost. So I suspect that's going. I know that people have taken it to the proper authorities, Dirty Smurf. I just don't know what the outcome is going to be. There's no actual proof that this happened, and you know that they're going to have to go on proof rather than word of mouth. So you could say that it's happening, but there's no proof of it. So I don't think anything's going to come out of it, unfortunately, because if it is true, that's animal abuse. Hi, Ivaneska. Oh, wow, Froginator. I don't remember them putting my mom in one after she had half her lung removed. I'll have to ask her. Yeah, that's about the extent of it. But again, saying stuff like that about your dad could get him in a lot of fucking trouble. And she just doesn't give a shit. That's the thing. Because again, she doesn't think of the consequences because she thinks, "Oh, I'm disabled and I'm in a wheelchair. They can't do shit to me." But when you say stuff about your dad, guess what? He's not disabled and he's not in a wheelchair and he can actually get in a lot of trouble for your lies. Well, Froginator, I can say I'm glad you're here. I'm glad that you did not pass away. Yeah, and that's what's so unfortunate is her parents are so used to her lying and her drama that they just brush it off at this point. I would not want to be her dad ever. I wouldn't want to be a family member of hers. If you guys remember, her neighbor actually got into one of her boxes and let everybody know that she was talking about her crippled coochie to the neighbor's husband in front of the neighbor's minor child. And I'm talking, we're not talking 16, 17-year-old minor. We're talking minor child. And I'm like, what the fuck? Why are you telling your neighbor's husband about your crippled coochie in front of their very small minor child? Nikki, you're going to learn something new every time you come in here about this girl. I'm telling you. Me, obviously didn't know that one either. I showed it in a live stream, and it's also in one of my faith videos. I can't remember which one. But it is in one of my faith videos. So if you want to watch a faith video, you'll probably come across it. But yeah, her neighbor or her parents' neighbor took a box and was telling everybody about that, how Faith was standing, or not standing, but out there outside, and her husband and their minor child was out there, and Faith just starts going off about her crippled coochie to the husband in front of this kid. And it's like, what the actual fuck? Okay. So Always Fun and Games has that live, so they're going to share it with you, Nikki. Faith has zero filter. But here's the thing, is she thinks that she's being funny or witty by talking like this to people. She is. She absolutely is. And Wheelchair Rapunzel. She's like, if I don't even know how to say that creator's name, but she is that creator and Wheelchair Rapunzel's evil satanistic spawn. If they were to have a kid, they would have Faith. I think we finally broke Short Bus on something. It's crazy. That's the problem. She doesn't care if it's bad attention or good attention. As long as she's getting attention, that's it. Yes, Soda Nutmeg, you finally broke Short Bus. Faith is sisters with Cyrax. Oh my God, you're right. I try not to remember Cyrax because he's so fucking disgusting. But yeah, she could be related to Cyrax. Absolutely. Oh God. But no. Faith will not have an old woman as a caregiver. Remember, she wants a male caregiver that will have sexual relations with her. Bottom line, she won't accept anything but. I do know that her parents are about done with her ass because her dad kept saying in that one live stream that her time was ticking or something like that. Like they're about done. And they're talking state institutionalizing, not just a nursing home, but actual state institutionalizing her. Just in Waco. That's all. I mean, I have her address, but I'm not going to dox it. It gets her exactly what she wants. Extreme amount of attention, whether good or bad. Any attention. Exactly. And it's unfortunate. Yes. And Cyrax does the same thing as Faith. He's just been gross longer and people have become immune to him. I don't blame them either. I would have done it a long time ago too. Like how her parents have put up with this bullshit for this long is beyond me. Like the abuse alone is bad enough, but the shame she's bringing on that whole family is disgusting. I don't know if anybody saw her happy Thanksgiving post, but it was like, don't forget to reach out to loved ones and let them know that you care, blah, blah, blah. Like, shut up, Faith. Go away. Yes, they are. Her dad has even said in one of her, remember the live stream where she pinched her own arm in the live stream and then called her dad at like late at night to come in saying that the pinch supposedly that her mom gave her 2 hours prior was hurting her. He actually told her because he knew she was fucking around and wasn't like she did it to herself. And her father said that her time was ticking because they're done. Well, here's the thing, Uncle Artie, is she does get SSA, well, SSDI, and she does not report her TikTok money to them. She doesn't report the $90,000 that she scammed. She doesn't report any of the tribal loans or overseas loans or any other loans. Do what? Who is Tara? She keeps saying everyone that comes in under a low follower count is her. Huh? I'm confused. I haven't seen anybody. I haven't seen anybody say that. But then again, when I talk, I'm not paying attention to the chat. That's usually my mods. They do that. But I don't know who that is. Who are you talking about? Me? She gets SSDI, correct. Oh, I have no clue who that is. No clue whatsoever. Oh, Tierra Batty. Tierra. Oh, I know. We've already done it. Multiple of us have already reported her, including we also have sent the recorded video call of her trying to get somebody to hide money from Social Security for her. So they've got that as well. They are actively looking at accounts and doing what they're supposed to be doing. That's all we can do is report it and hope that they deal with it. Oh, she gets both. Okay, gotcha. Okay. Thank you, Gumdrop Mama. Thank you. I was kind of confused there for a second. Right. Her parents get $2,000 a month for taking care of her. Now, her dad does have a job, but her mom has literally spent the last 28 years taking care of this bitch of a daughter of hers. And I'm sorry, but $2,000 a month is not even close to being enough money to put up with Faith. Yes. Yeah, Tierra Batty. Yeah. Yeah, her parents are in their 60s, late 60s. I feel bad for them. I really do. It's a horrible thing to put them through. Okay, what else do I have here? Let me find it. Let me go to videos instead of shorts. Okay, so this was the... Oh, yeah, this is her mom trying to pretty much... Her mom should have just stayed out of it. But... And then you've got Faith doing her fucking crying, you know, so that people feel more sorry for her. But here's her mom fucking defending her bullshit and actions to everybody. And then she's like, everybody just needs to stop. They need to stop. Well, when you get your daughter off of social media so that she can't lie and scam anymore, then we will stop. It's just the bottom line of it. Get your kid off social media. She's not mentally mature enough to handle social media or be on it. So there we go. It's nobody else's fault. She's done this to herself. I'm going to go ahead and let this play really quick, and I have to run to the restroom really fast, and then I'll run back. But I will go ahead and play it while I do that.
It's just sickening. I love you guys too, but it's just sickening that people want to accuse me of not being the person that I was not even meant to be. I didn't ask for this shit.
Right. Faith, don't let these people take you to that place. You know, we're talking about someone that had one leg. Okay? Please.
And like the audacity of them to be like, oh, she can walk. 10 steps is not walking. Because as the definition said, both feet need to be off the ground in turn.
Don't worry. And you're taking baby steps just like a child learns how to crawl and then they learn how to walk. You're somewhere in those stages learning how to walk again. Right? And it's our job to encourage you to get up out of that chair and take those steps in turn. But it will be unrealistic and not truthful for us to tell you that you can fully walk because you would fall on your face like that child would.
Wait. Can we prove a point? Hey, Mom! Mom, do you have a minute? Hold on.
Someone said it's called supported walking. That might be true. Right.
Assisted walking.
Assisted walking, yes. And that's not walking. It's called assisted walking for a reason. There's assisted there for a reason.
Hey, Dad! Dad!
Physical therapy.
What about physical therapy?
Have you tried it?
Yeah, I have, and it works. It's helpful to strengthen me. But there's points in physical therapy sessions where it hits me harder, and I get really discouraged.
Yeah.
Really discouraged because I see all these people recovering from injuries or doing all these things, and I can't do them like ever. Like.
Yeah, she pisses me off here. She sits here and she says, when things get tough in physical therapy, it discourages her, blah, blah, blah. That means you should work fucking harder. I remember when my son went through physical therapy, occupational therapy, food therapy, and speech therapy when he got diagnosed with autism at 3. He never gave up. And this 28-year-old adult is going to make that excuse? This bullshit. She just doesn't want to do it. She wants to stay in the chair and on TikTok. That's it. She doesn't want to go to PT and OT because it's going to take time away from being on TikTok. But here's the thing. She would gain way more respect, way more followers if she went to PT and OT. She could even record it. Show people, show other disabled people, hey, you can do it. If I can do it, you can do it. She's also gained a buttload of weight in the last couple of years. She needs to lose that to help with her mobility. But she doesn't even want to try because it takes away time of being on TikTok.
For one thing, I hate Hawaii. Like the state of Hawaii, I hate it. Ask me why. I hate Hawaii because it's the most active state in the history of the world.
Huh? She hates Hawaii because it's the most active state in the world? How much sense did that make? I'm still trying to figure that one out. Like, what the fuck?
Say active, hiking, ziplining, tubing, waterfalls, cliff diving,
That's in
whatever the
most
fuck.
states.
That's all there. And I have to sit by a pool. Yes, active, like physically active.
Is she stupid? Because you do all of that in Texas. You can do all of that in Texas. But supposedly Hawaii is the most active state in the entire world. Like, what the fuck? This is just like, you cannot make this shit up.
When's the last time you went to physical therapy?
Like 3 months ago.
Well, do you
Lie.
think
Look,
that?
No, I'm starting it back up next week.
Oh,
Lie.
good.
good,
Good.
because we've had that talk. You know, your muscles have memory, and if you don't use them, you lose them, right? A part of this is also you not having the ability to have that drive. So you need to go to therapy for physical therapy on a regular basis. You out of here? She said, skirt.
Mhm.
Did you
Yeah, they
hear
don't care.
that at all?
Yes, we heard your dad in the back.
Um,
You are absolutely right about that, Monica. It's not the state, it's just faith. Oh my God. And I know listening to this is going to piss a lot of you off who did go through physical therapy and occupational therapy to get your mobility back. And you've got this lazy ass faith making excuses for why she doesn't do what she's supposed to be doing.
You have great parents, Faith.
I know.
What is it?
I just want everyone.
Can you bring up Lori, please?
Yes.
What is it?
I just want you to reiterate. I want to run an experiment. Can you take me out of my chair?
You know what,
And-
Faith?
No, you don't have nothing to prove
You
to
know
these
what? You
people.
have nothing to prove.
Exactly.
Right.
I'm going to lose it on these people. If they are saying that you're just sitting around a wheelchair, you know what? I'm going to personally take care of them.
They're delusional. They're completely.
Okay, so now her mother is threatening people. Her mother literally sitting there saying, I'm going to personally take care of them. First of all, Faith does have something to prove because she herself is the one lying about never walking, never being able to walk, being 100% paralyzed and can walk. And she's used that lie to scam money from people. That is the problem here. If she had just lied about it, I wouldn't be so upset about it. But she lied about it and used that lie to tug at the heartstrings of good people so that they would give her money. And we're not talking 20, 30 bucks like Lisa. We're talking thousands of dollars. She has scammed off these people using this bullshit lie.
Delusional.
What person would say somebody that's in a wheelchair all their life that they are able to walk? What idiot would think that?
Right.
So they can
Can
go.
I say something, Faith?
What's up?
You know me, my story,
Mm-hmm.
and I give props to your mom. I love her dearly for what she just done because
Yes, Mom.
I would have done anything to see my son walk. My son never walked. My son never talked. Yes, he walked with assistance with a walker.
Where's all that money? Well, the 90 grand, she said she paid her bills with it, which she's already admitted her only bills are Netflix and her cell phone. And a lot of the money she scammed, I know she gave the Island Boys $3,000. And I believe that was some of the money that Dalton had given her when she was begging for money, telling people that her parents were horribly abusing her and she needed to move out right away. And he gifted her that $2,800 in that live stream. And she gifted $3,000 to the Island Boys. She bought Starbucks. She bought DoorDash. She spent it everywhere except for what she said that money was going to go to. So when she's called out for these lies and the scamming, her response now is, you freely gave it to me. It's your fault. I'm not giving it back. You chose to give it to me. That's what she says. No, Faith does not have any siblings. She is an only child.
He never fully walked independently on his own with his two legs by himself. So no, just because you have assistance to walk, you do not walk. And I hate hearing all these people do this.
You know what? That's not true. And I'm tired of hearing people say that. And I did have to walk with crutches after my spine surgery. Guess what? Even with assistance, you're still walking. You're using your legs to get from point A to point B. They're getting you from point A to point B. You are walking. Walking with assistance? Yes, but still walking. Yes, exactly. And that was all scammed on Meet Me.
This to you, it hurts my heart. You know how dearly I love you. And for these people to do this to you, it's just, it's terrible. It shows their character.
You know what? I'm going to say something to all the moms out there that are the mom of a disabled child. You know what? My heart goes out to y'all. And I'm so sad that these people are thinking because she's on this platform, they can abuse her like this. Okay? You know what? Faith could talk in full sentences before age 1. But she never rolled. She crawled. I could leave her.
Hey, Faith's mom, nobody's abusing your child. Nobody. She's being called out for her lies and her scams and her fraud. That's what's happening here. Maybe if you, I don't know, did something with your kid, this wouldn't happen. Maybe pay a little more attention to what she's doing online and stop it, then this wouldn't keep happening. Just because she's 28 years old doesn't mean that she's allowed to do whatever the fuck she wants. Her parents are letting this slide. They know she's scamming people. They have paid off a couple of her debts worth thousands of dollars. They've paid off one of her, I think it was all her overseas loans. And that was I think that was a couple $1,000s. So her mom really needs to just shut the fuck up because she's allowing her daughter to do this to other people.
On a bed and she'll never fall because she couldn't do any of that. But she could talk like you wouldn't believe. And the fact that people are saying this crap, it really hurts me and her. She's not able to walk without a walker and assistant. And for this Holly shit girl to say that she saw her walking, I'm like appalled. I don't even know where she saw her.
She said she saw her at the church, and I know that's a lie.
What church? What church? I want to know that.
Wait a minute. How would Tim know that that's a lie when he just met Faith on TikTok? I remember that girl coming into the live stream in a box. Faith even said she remembered her from church. And this girl said that she's seen Faith walk. I can't remember if it was without assistance, but definitely said that she had seen her walk with crutches and with a walker. Because at this time, Faith kept saying she has never walked and she doesn't know what it's like to walk at all or stand. And this girl came up there and literally blew that shit right out and told the truth. And Faith hated it. Faith actually dropped her at one point. Tim was in the box when that happened, I believe, but he just met Faith. So how can he say what happened 5-6 years ago in church is a complete lie and that he knows that for a fact? He's full of shit. He's got his hands in money with her somehow because he's way too invested in her money. I think she said at one point he had access to her accounts, like her monetary accounts. There's something weird with those two going on, and it involves money.
Church.
I don't know where she is. I don't know.
What country is she in? What state is she in?
America.
Where is she at?
She is on Mars. These are fake people that make up crap.
Yeah, somebody else said that
God.
Faith wanted to move in with them and the girl is spreading and making money. People are making money off of my daughter.
Yes, they are.
People are making money off of your daughter. Hey, bitch, your daughter scammed $90,000 off of people. And that was just one time. One. She has scammed thousands and thousands of dollars in the last year or two on TikTok. Your daughter has scammed over $100,000 off people, and you have the fucking nerve to say that people are making money off of your daughter? Fucking get the fuck out of here with that bullshit. Hey, honey boo boo.
Okay? And although those mothers out there that have a disabled child, I understand what we're going through. You know what? I didn't sign up for this. She didn't sign up for this. But for somebody to say that
No.
she's able to
Technically, mommy did sign up for this. She had a choice. She could have put her up for adoption. She chose to keep her and take care of her. Then she chose to stop raising the kid and let her do whatever the fuck she wanted online. I don't know where all this is coming from her mother, because we usually see her mom in a totally different light, not out here defending her like this. So I don't know what the hell's going on, but this behavior from her mom is absolutely disgusting. Exactly. Yes. She says that her parents know how much money it is, but I doubt that they know the real number. I really doubt it.
walk when she can't. She has a walker. She has a wheelchair.
And I've stated
And
that.
get it into your skulls that she cannot independently walk. She cannot independently.
Wait, pause.
Okay, but nobody has said that she could independently walk. See, that's the whole thing. Nobody has claimed that she can do it independently. We know that she has to use a walker. We know she has to use crutches. I don't know anybody who has said they've seen her independently walk, other than the girl from church, and I believe she said it was only once or twice and not for very far. That's it. So mommy's not telling us something we don't know.
Why do I need to get off TikTok? Why? Why? Why is that always a thing?
Because
Hey,
I don't want this as a space for you.
Thank you,
Because you're a
Mom.
horrible
And
fucking
Faith, you
human
can't say
being.
that. You just need to ignore them. If they want you off TikTok,
I love you guys too, but it's just sickening.
Why does Faith need to get off TikTok? I don't know, because you can't stop hurting people and using them and person. I didn't think so. I didn't think anybody had said that they'd seen her walk independently. With a walker, the church girl said. Okay, yes. So again, no one is saying that she can walk independently. But it seems like mommy has to come up with bullshit too, just to cover up for the shit her daughter's doing. What makes me sick, that was her mom was sticking up for her and she treats them like yeah, I don't get that. I don't get that. Like, oh my God. She attempted to murder her mother and her mother's out here lying for her. Like, I don't get it. Like, there's something totally fucked up with this whole family. It's not just Faith. This would not happen under my roof. I can tell you that for a fact. If Faith were my daughter, none of this shit would have happened under my roof. None of it. So there's something. Either the parents just don't give a shit anymore and they just blah, and they only intervene when she's trying to make them look bad. I don't know. But it is just really fucking weird. That was the end of that one. Let me see. I have a couple on here. Let's see what the next one was. I think that's the one we just saw. Yeah, that was her mom crashing out. And then this one. Oh, I got it on there twice. Okay. Good to know. Dun, dun, dun. All right, let's go over to shorts. So I have a couple of those. All right, so we have this one. I don't remember what this was about. I don't remember what this is about. So we're both going to watch it together. I think I skimmed it and I didn't quite listen to the whole thing, but I did clip it off of TikTok. Yeah, well, even if it wasn't a lie, I'm pretty sure her knows nothing about it anyways. And I can understand where her mom's coming from on, like, as a mother, would you want that to be true? Hi, Tisha. Like, really, would you want that to be true? Faith is always live. She's live for like 4 hours and then she goes offline for an hour and then she's back on for 4 hours and this goes on for 18 hours a day. It's gross. Yeah. Nobody's trying to rip their family apart other than Faith herself. Just Faith. Faith is the only one doing that. Nobody else. I love it how these people like Faith, are always blaming TikTok for their problems when they are the problem.
I lie to a lot of people,
Oh, yeah.
but I don't. I'm tired of saying my opinions and getting judged for them. So I lie because people won't believe me whether I say the truth or not. So it doesn't matter. That's just my opinion.
So she just admitted, this was recent, by the way, like in the last day or two. So she just admitted that all she does is lie because she feels like nobody believes her when she tells the truth. Well, I don't know, Faith. Have you ever tried to tell the truth? Because I don't think she does. I don't think she's ever tried to tell the truth. Maybe tell the truth more than you lie, and people will be more willing to believe you. She is, Eldon. Yes, honey boo boo. She lies so she won't be judged. Like, what the fuck? I told you, you can't make shit like this up. Yes. No, she didn't pay it for the whole year. She paid rent one time when she was 18 years old. I don't think it was for the whole year. But even if it was for the whole year, one time in her 28 years of existence, like, that's nothing to really flex about. But I do want to play that one again because I thought it was so hilarious. I don't. Faith does. Faith does. That's the only answer I can give you. Faith does. Let's listen to that again because these are the famous words. Faith herself explaining why all she does is lie.
Why lie about it? To get people off my ass. I'm not lying. I lie to a lot of people,
Correct.
but I don't. I'm tired of saying my opinions and getting judged for them. So I lie because people won't believe me whether I say the truth or not. So it doesn't matter. That's just my opinion. Why lie about it? To get people off my ass. I'm not.
Like, you would get people off your ass a lot more if you just told the fucking truth. Like, she doesn't just have like 5 people saying she's lying. She has thousands of people who call her out on her bullshit. Thousands. Huh? What is the rub between Faith and her extended family? She made a big deal out of not being able to call on Thanksgiving. I don't know. Honestly, I don't know. It's a good question, though. Like, that is interesting. I did hear her say that she was not allowed to call any family outside of her mother and father who she lives with. um, for Thanksgiving. So that is quite interesting. Maybe the rest of the family just knows what a piece of shit she is and wants nothing to do with her. That would be my only guess. Is they're embarrassed to be related to her right now. I mean, maybe this is not just new behavior. I don't know. Yeah, she probably did. She probably accused them of horrible things. But between the dog issue and daddy feel good issue, I lean toward the dog issue being more believable. If the dad thing has any truth, wouldn't she want to have her diaper changed as much as possible? Oh, yeah, that's a good point, Dirty Smurf. That is a very, very good point. I didn't think about it that way. Yeah, I mean, I kind of figured the dad thing wasn't believable, but the dog thing, yeah, I don't know. It's so fucking disturbing. I also have another question. With an 11-year-old be able to make multiple TikToks and sit for hours and talk bullshit? Just curious. No, an 11-year-old would not do that. They wouldn't be capable of doing that, in my opinion. Hey, Care Bear. Yeah, I need to find that clip. I wanted to play it and I can't. I saw it, but then I lost it. I just find the dog thing way more believable. If I was her parents, I would be terrified that she was going to off me in my sleep one day. I mean, she's constantly talking about when my parents die. Her two diaper thing is because all she has to do is tell her mom she wants her to do her thing. Her mom helps her undress and bam. I mean, she's already admitted she has her mom clean her up, so that I wouldn't be surprised about. I mean, I don't know. Can she get her own diaper off? Can she not? I have no fucking clue. Do I want to know? No. I don't even want to think about that. Not something I think about on a daily basis. I try not to think of any of these people on a daily basis. Unfortunately, I cover them for you guys so you don't have to think about them on a daily basis either. Oops, that's not what I wanted. Okay. Oopsies. This is the last one that I have, I believe. There's another one, but it's 20 minutes long. I don't know. We might be able to like skim through it, but I wanted to show the Julie video on top of it. And we're gonna touch base on Victoria tonight too. Oh yeah, and Danny and Gabby. But definitely we're touching base on some Victoria tonight. But here's the last Faith one I have.
Why don't you roll over somewhere and go make a new account and get new content? Roll
Mr.
over
Angelo!
to another spot in your house and let someone stare at something else other than your face. Because
Yeah, this is her trying to insult somebody. Yeah, it's just Faith thinking she's insulting people.
it's sad. Get it correct. Do better.
Says the bitch who can't stop lying and scamming people on the internet. She is telling others to do better. Mm-hmm. Mr. Angelo, where have you been? I have not seen you in forever. Yeah, so I'm guessing that Faith was the best birth control for parents because she is the only child. I know, right? It's crazy that Lisa has become the tame one compared to Faith and the drama twins. Who would have known? Oh, well, we're so glad to have you here, Mr. Angelo. You have definitely been missed. Damn it, YouTube didn't remind me you were live. Oh, well, I'm glad you're here, Curtis. Yeah, sometimes YouTube doesn't send out notifications. I'm sorry. Yeah, she's just, oh my God. Okay, I'm pretty sure everyone here knows who our favorite little hotel scammer, Julie, is. Yeah, Lisa was live for 15 seconds, didn't say a word, just stared. That was it. I'm feeling much better, Mr. Angelo. Thank you for asking. I hope you're doing well. I watched your last live last night, and if it's true about her poor dog and dad the authorities were contacted by several people. I don't know how many people and who actually did it, but yes, they were informed. And if you know who OG Rescue is, she's the one that helped get Lisa's dog rehomed to a really good person. She went to authorities as well. Like, she actually took a box during that live stream and told Faith straight out she was going to authorities. And then there was, like, the funniest part of that whole live stream was when she was told by somebody else that they were going to file a report or something, and Faith was literally begging them not to do it. Because Faith was giving people's phone numbers. I think it was just phone numbers. I heard also addresses to some 60-year-old man in Tennessee, that she was giving them random people's phone numbers and stuff, females' phone numbers and stuff. Have you seen the article? I sent the link to it in a group chat. It's news on Faith. I don't know when, but I just saw it. Oh, no, let me check it. And is it worth pulling up on screen? Let me see. Oh, yeah. January 25th, when she was she went on the news trying to seek housing. Yeah. I think everybody has seen that. It's funny because this photo here, okay, so that photo I showed with Faith using crutches with her dad next to her, that was from back in January. However, the news doesn't have her on the crutches. They have her in her wheelchair. But I have her on the same exact day, standing up inside of wherever she was on crutches and not in her wheelchair. So that's really interesting. So it reads, I'm not looking at the chat because I'm reading this out loud. My whole life, all I've wanted is to be independent, said Faith Langhorn. Independent. It's something most of us don't have to think about, but for others, it's more challenging. Faith says, I would give anything to not have to worry about falling on my face while taking a shower, going to the restroom, or doing daily activities. Faith Langhorn's parents have been caring for her all her life, but they're thinking about the future. We're getting older to the point where it's not easy anymore, you know, and we have been taking care of Faith for 28 years, pretty much 28 years, and we're trying to find somewhere, just like when we say, when we go, what is she going to do? They've moved from California to Texas searching for a place to give their daughter the life she deserves, but haven't had any luck. I have a book of places I have called. They want $7 to $8,000 a month. I'm guessing that's $7,000 to $8,000 a month. And they don't want anybody with a wheelchair. Now that's bullshit, because that would be discrimination, and you could sue the fuck out of every one of those places. So I seriously doubt that any place you've called flat out said, yeah, we'll take her. What? She's in a wheelchair? Oh, hell no. We don't accept wheelchair people. Like, come on. They don't want anybody in a wheelchair. They want autism, Down syndrome, people who are walking, Faith's mom, Azetta Langhorn said. But they're in luck. Friends for Life revealed housing plans for seniors and people with disabilities. The housing project will have 2 complexes with more than 200 affordable apartments. Everything is going to be designed to accommodate them and help them to be able to be as independent as they can. After telling Faith about it, she was in disbelief. She said there are 2 things that could make this place a dream come true. The first thing is being a place designed for people like her in mind. And what I mean by that is that people need to realize that it's not just a wider door or a wider shower. It's bars everywhere. It's buttons on the walls, braille on the handles, Faith said. The second is friends. I'm 27. I'm not getting any younger, and it's been really difficult to make friends and like a community. So that's super important. I don't know, Faith, you might be able to make some fucking friends if you're lying and scamming them out of thousands of dollars. I don't know. That's just a little suggestion there. A perfect place for Faith to call home, as she is one of the first on the waiting list once it opens. I just never thought that this would happen. I don't really know what to think of it. I'm kind of lost because I always thought that I would be with my parents for the rest of my life, and now that doesn't need to happen, Faith Langhorne said. That was the end of the article. Like, what the fuck? That was this year. January of this year. She is horribly mean. She's horribly nasty. She scams everybody. She can't seem to tell the truth to save her life. I just played the video where she admitted that all she does is lie. Like, it's just, she does this to herself. Would her parents be liable in any way if Faith gets sued or taken to court? No, that would all be on Faith. She's the one who scammed the money. She willingly did it. She knew she was doing wrong. She knows right from wrong. And she's an adult in the eyes of the court. She also has an average IQ of 85. So there's no excuses why her parents should be responsible for what she is doing. What's the complex name? Oh, that's a good question. I think it said. It's a nonprofit called Friends for Life. So the nonprofit is called Friends for Life, and they're the ones that are building a safe and affordable housing. That's what it is. I don't know the complex name. It just says that. Yes, I saw that, Curtis. Sure did. She's a couple IQ points above Gabby. Yeah, what was that bullshit? I heard that Gabby and Danny only have an IQ of 61. Did I hear that correctly? Correct. Kel's 82, you are 100% correct. She is a scammer who just happens to have CP. I sent you the one Mom posted. Okay, let me pull that because I did want that. Where did you send it? Texas Princess, if you're in here, I just got your email and I don't believe those at all. Okay, Gabby has what? Gabby has an IQ of 61. She was just recently tested. I would have guessed a lot lower than that. So Danny's is clearly in the single digits then, if Gabby's a 61. Feisty read the results of Gabby's IQ test. Oh my God, that's awesome. I like Feisty, especially when she goes after Gabby. It's absolutely awesome. Yeah, Danny's is definitely not higher than 61. That's a fact. She was proud of 61. She was, are you kidding me? She was trying to figure out how to study for an IQ test. I'm pretty sure she studies before a urine test as well. Oh my God. Danny cheated to get her GED. I fully believe that. Oh, Ladder Texas Princess. I don't believe it for a minute. I'll text you back after the live and explain why. That's crazy. Gabby and Danny are daughter. Danny says maybe because they were preemies, Gabby thought 61 was the bomb. Did anyone tell her that 61 is not good? Oh my God, I saw it. So first she said that it was Aaron that didn't want to get married, but she did. Then it turned into she wanted to get married, but Aaron wasn't sure. Then somebody in the chat pointed it out. You just said that it was you that wanted to get married and not him. And she was like, no, I didn't. Well, I don't remember saying that. Like, bitch, you flip flop so much on everything you say. It's no wonder you don't like remember what you're saying. Oh my God, that is crazy. I am now convinced that anytime Gabby or Danny are supposed to get a urine test, they literally try to figure out how to study for that. I would not be surprised if they've tried to study for a urine test. They are the real Dumb and Dumber. She has charges of assault because he said he wouldn't marry her. Are you fucking kidding me? 61 does explain a lot. Absolutely, it does. It equates to a third grader. Yes. And just imagine. Oh, never mind. She's not teaching her kid anything. Never mind. Hey, Marie. Yeah, see, it's just those two. It's just nothing to do with being preemie. Oh my God. All because he wouldn't marry her? That's insane. It's in her book. She read it out loud. What, the abuse or the IQ test? I was a preemie with jaundice and I don't have low IQ. So that's no excuse for having a low IQ. Ask her what the number for 911 and if she is a fraternal twin or identical. Now, you know, asking her two questions like that in the same sentence is going to really fuck her up. Like, that's going to like totally throw her for a loop. You can't ask her two simple questions like that in the same sentence. You're trying to hurt her. Imagine a movie with them two. I've seen that movie. It's called Dumb and Dumber. Wouldn't be surprised if 61 is the combined IQ for Gabby and Danny. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised either. I mean, how many miscarriages is she gonna fake in 1 year? Like, come on. And now we've got Danny. Poor Danny. Her palates are high. She's gonna die. Her palates are so high. She's not gonna make it through Christmas because those damn palates just won't come down. Poor thing. She has leukemia-itis because her palates are so high and her glucose are so high. We just don't know what to do with her. We don't know whether to send her to Home Depot or put her in the hospital. Like, we're not quite sure what to do at this point. What the fuck? I've just never with those two. I've never seen, like, I've seen stupid in my life. I've never seen this much stupid. Danny, I'm the one who made the John Candy photos of Danny in Reddit like a year ago. Like, I was so proud of those photos. Somebody asked me to make them, so I did. Someone pranked her. I'm telling you, remember why they did, but asked her if someone was in her chat or something, but the name was something when you said SSID it together fast. Gabby kept saying, oh my God. Yes, they did a blood test on her blood. Or how about the fact that she, I know I felt bad for disrespecting John Candy in that way. I admit it. I did hang my head in shame for that one. I'm sorry, Curtis. Much love and respect for John Candy because I do love him. She has poliosis. Yes. Poliosis, leukemitis with high palates and high glucose. Faith is live with Eric. Did you see Eric's live the other night? It was a bitch cry fest. Like the whole live stream was him crying. I still don't understand why. Don't care either. Well, if Danny would, and I'm not body shaming, I'm going to just put out a fucking fact here. If Danny would lose about 200 pounds, then her glucose wouldn't be so fucking high. And she would feel so much better. Because I wouldn't be surprised if she's pre-diabetic. I wouldn't be surprised if Danny or Gabby is also pre-diabetic. And let's just say it as it is. The quote-unquote cancers that Danny is claiming she may or may not have, one of the symptoms is extreme and quick weight loss. Danny, that is a main symptom. You're going the opposite way, not that way. I guarantee you, pre-diabetic. They're both going to have prostate cancer. The actual prostate cancer, not the female kind. She keeps saying, Danny keeps saying, I am not the person I was in Illinois. Danny, you were the exact person you were in Illinois. It's just worse in Florida. Way worse than Florida. It's the behavior. Now, I heard that she just started this new job. So since she moved into this apartment, she has now had 4 jobs, and she hasn't even lived in this apartment a year. My chart and showed you the blood work. Well, I can look at mine too. I knew that. God, she's so dumb. I'm still kind of iffy on the notes, but at the same time, it could have been an office staff that wrote the notes, because usually a doctor would say, I'm sending you to a hematologist for further testing and not a blood specialist for testing. A nurse could have written blood specialist, one of the office staff could, but usually a physician is going to only use medical terms and call the specialist that he's sending you to by their specialty, not a blood specialist, but an actual hematologist. And it just pissed me the fuck off every time she was talking about, I'm being sent to an oncologist. No, you're not. No. You're being sent to a hematologist. It says hematologist / oncology. But if you read the notes again, it says a blood specialist. So that would be the hematologist, not the oncologist. But she wants her followers to think, oh my God, Danny could possibly have cancer and we're going to lose her. And oh my God, our lives are just going to be nothing without Danny. And that's what she wants to hear. That's what she wants. And it's absolutely gross. So you've got Danny doing that. You've got Gabby faking miscarriages. Like, what the fuck? I saw, what was it? Oh, I wish I could remember who it was that made the video. Oh. and her name is right on the tip of my tongue. But when she was describing it, she was like, yeah, and Danny showed up at the hospital right when Gabby was leaving. They high-fived. It was awesome the way she described the whole thing. They're both hypochondriacs. Both of them. They probably tried to dumb it down for her. That's really sad. But I wouldn't be surprised, honestly. What got me was when she said, just this week, Amanda, just this week. Well, this time, just this week. As soon as she said that she spoke to the hematologist on a Saturday, I knew right then that was like the icing on the cake. You're fucking lying about all of this. A hematologist is not going to speak to a non-patient on the phone, period. Okay? They're especially not going to speak to a non-patient on a Saturday. She doesn't even have the consultation until the 9th of December. So she's technically not even a patient until after the consultation. So they're not going to talk to her on a Saturday over the phone. Hell, they're not even going to, the specialist himself is not going to talk to her on the phone even on a Wednesday. She's not a patient. And they're not going to tell her, oh, well, your palates are high and your glucose are really high. They should have kept you and admitted you. No. Sorry, that's not going to happen. No, it wasn't Swifty. Oh, hold on. She's really pretty. She has curly brown hair, just moved into a tiny home. Absolutely love her. And for some reason, I'm brain farting on her name. Was it you, Nikki? Maybe it was you. Well, I know this other creator on TikTok. She did it, and it was fucking flawless. Flawless Clout Chaser. Hers was hilarious. I want to play it for you guys because it was so fucking hilarious. Hold on. I'm going to go back and get it. You and Swifty. Yes. Okay. But I did see one by Flawless Clout Chaser that was absolutely the funniest freaking thing I'd ever seen. Hold on. Let me log into TikTok and pull it because it is so funny. And I hope she's okay with me showing this. Because if you guys want to laugh, this will literally have you busting. Let me find it. Flozzy. That's her name, Flozzy. All right, let me pull it. But I think she's flawless too, so. Okay. I'm going to pull it up on here. Let me get out of YouTube for just a moment while I do this. Give me just a moment. In your TikTok message, I sent you the mom video. Okay, we'll pull it from there. Okay. Yeah, that's correct. Okay, there it is. All right, let me pull that video. You can see So funny. There it is. Okay, hold on. Pause, rewind, pause. Okay, now I'm going to share my screen. Oh, did I? Oh, shit. Well, it starred. Okay, did I do that one? I think I did at the beginning. Curtis, thank you so much for the $2 super chat. Flabarella 61 and Danny make Billy Madison look smart. Hell yeah. I definitely agree with that. So sorry I did not see it. I'm over here pulling shit up on my phone and I'm so sorry about that. I'm usually really good at grabbing those, but sometimes I just don't see it and I'm so sorry. Okay. So everybody, you've got to hear this because it's absolutely hilarious. You ready? Here we go.
Totes is so high that the urgent care diagnosed me with Hodgkin's lymphoma. You guys, let me tell you how it happened. Yes, me and my sister Gabby do this every year right before Christmas, but mine's more serious this time. So here's how it happened. I started to sleep through the last 3 shifts of my new job. I've only had 3 shifts, but I slept through all of them. So they send me to urgent care for a urine test. As I'm on my way in, Gabby's on her way out. We high five as we pass each other. She only had a 4-hour wait. I had a 6-hour wait because mine was more serious. But they tell me that in the urine test, the sugar in the glutotes was so high that it had to be cancer. So then they start running blood work and some other tests that I'm not going to tell you about because I can't remember the names that I looked up that should be happening when you have lymphoma. But here's what.
Hold on. I'll put her TikTok in the chat.
Here's what they said when they did the blood work. Your palates are so high in your blood that you need to call your primary care doctor now. So at 10 p.m. when I'm walking out of urgent care, I call the doc and he says, Danny, get on my chart right now. We've already got you a referral going to the Oncana Specialitis. And I said, but what about Gabby's transuterine valve ultrasound that she had going on? He said, this is more important. So he got me in first. First, they wanted to send me on Thanksgiving to do this bone marrow transplant thing, biopsy. And I said, don't you know I just left urgent care for heartburn? I have tried Tums, I've tried Pepto, nothing is working. I am so sick, you guys. And so then they rescheduled it, check this out, for December 25th, 2025. I like that son's birthday, I just can't remember whose, but a whole fucking 3 months out? What do they expect? I have leukemia, okay? The urgent care just diagnosed me with leukemia. Yes, me and my sister Gabby do this every year right before Christmas. This is worse than anything she's ever had. We both are riddled with cancer. Our whole family is. Don't you guys understand that? And well, yeah, we lived 3 years past the last time I had cancer. So what? So what? I am sick, can't you tell? Hello? I can't work. I can't sleep. Well, no, I'm sleeping through work, so I can sleep, but I can't sleep, if that makes sense. Listen, if you guys don't see me after December 25th, they've cremated me because the leukemia, Lou Gehrig's disease, is so bad. You know what? I'm done with this live. I gotta go. You guys don't believe me, but here's my chart.
So they took my urine. 1,000. 143. Your lab work shows your white blood count cell continue to be high. Your platelet count wasn't high. For that reason, I would recommend talking to a blood specialist. See if any further testing necessary will be scheduled for an appointment. You can see clearly here, I have a consultant on December 9th on hematology and oncology at the Regional Cancer Center. So I called the doctor, and he said they should have kept me.
The sugar in my glutotes is so high that the urgent care diagnosed.
Okay, please, if If you have a TikTok, please go follow her. She is freaking hilarious. She has the best updates on everybody on TikTok. She's incredibly intelligent, does amazing research. I can't get enough of her. It's Flawsy, F-A or FLAWSSEE, and that's what her picture looks like. And there's her channel. The next thing, she will survive cremation. I I would not be surprised if one of them comes back saying I was cremated this weekend, but I survived. That would be fun. Thank you, Kelly. Danny was on one day saying she was not taking a urine test. Couldn't. There was no way she could take a pee test. She forgot to study for it, so she didn't want to go in and look stupid. That's why, if Briley. I mean, duh. She forgot to study for the pee test. Yes, they should have kept Danny in that padded room with the special jacket. I agree. Poor Danny. Ah. Oh, I don't do all of those. I don't do the music stuff. That's all Lady Red. Lady Red is the musical genius, not me. I will do my scammer wreath again this year if you guys want a new one. I could just got to add. Do I have to add? Yeah, I need to add Faith to it. It's still going to have the normal ones. Lisa, Victoria, Danny, Gabby. Who else was on there? Oh, yeah, I can take Kim Rhea off and add Faith. Yes, Lady Red is okay. Just keep her in your prayers. Please. Oh, my God. If I was either one of their therapists, I would need freaking therapist and then a gun. Not for them, for myself. 'Cause there's no way. Could you fucking imagine? Like a normal therapy appointment is an hour. You would need 4 hours a day just to get through their shit. Yes, Julie will be added to it as well. So yeah, if you guys want a Christmas wreath, a new one this year, I will redo the one from last year, or I'll make it better. But I'll add the newbies to it. Yes, they do. They both do. And then there was something else I was going to show while I was on TikTok. Oh, yeah. How do I get to my messages for here? Oh, yeah. Well, let me stop sharing first. Let me pull up the video. Ain't no one's business, my private messages. Oh my God. Sorry. Okay. Here it is. I had to respond to somebody anyways. Okay, so this is Faith's mom talking about the dog. Let me pull it, pause it, and share my screen again. All right. Let me move this. Danny's going to say she has stage 67 of leukemia. All right, here we go.
understand that anybody would do anything with an animal. This is about her naiveness. So I just want us to drop this, not discuss it. There's no truth about it. And like I said, I'm not happy with the way Faith is acting. And none of her behavior is good right now. She has a lot of problems, but we don't need to add more and involve us in it. And the only reason I'm saying this is because it's absolutely untrue. And I don't want our.
Okay. First of all, Curtis, David Montana, thank you so much for the $2 super chat. GND dying from radiation poisoning, right? Hey, Faith's mom, your daughter's doing all of this to herself and to you. It's nobody else is doing this shit to her. She is doing this to herself. And you might want to, I don't know, sit down and talk with your kid because she's not going to tell you the truth anyways. She's just going to tell you to come in and clean it because she's done. You're not going to know what happened because she's not going to tell you. Clearly. Like, they just need to get her off the fucking internet already.
Our family to get damaged in the process. So that's all I have to say. Good night to everybody, and that's it.
Thank you.
Do not argue with people.
I won't.
She did.
We love you.
That's probably the first time she's ever heard Faith tell her she loves her. The thing is Faith always needs somebody to fight her battles for her. She's either calling Tay and Eric in to fight her battles. Now all of a sudden she's calling Mommy in to fight her battles. Why didn't she have Daddy come in and fight this battle? How come we didn't hear from Dad about the dog and the allegations on him? That's quite ironic. I do know that the mom was getting text messages during that live stream when all this was coming out. If you guys remember her chat, Nikki, she was claiming her chat was saying that. If you guys remember during my live stream when we were playing that live stream and all this just kind of got thrown onto us, her mom did come in and was like, why am I getting text messages about these lies that you're telling? She said these lies that you're telling. So, yeah, like, nobody on the internet is trying to destroy their family or hurt their family or tear their family apart other than their own daughter. I haven't seen Analog, actually. I was literally going to message in the mod chat if he was here because I haven't seen him. Thank you, Kelly. Exit diaper genie stage right. Not without my father. I know that she got a text message about all that, but I don't know. I'm literally, see, that's the thing. I'm so surprised that not only is she still going live and showing her face after all of that came out, but not just that, but people are still gifting her. Like, it's crazy. Yeah, Eric is constantly texting the parents. Like, he is the biggest tattletale I've ever seen. The biggest tattletale. He's constantly texting her mom. They're talking bad about Faith again. Be careful. Jenya's going to tell on you. Oh my God. Oh my God. How long was she screaming in that live stream? Thankfully, she was muted because the host muted her ass. But you could see her screaming. Even though we couldn't hear her, you could see her. And that's like the best Faith live stream right there. is when somebody mutes her, but you can see her screaming at the top of her lungs. It is hilarious. I love it. Because she's trying so desperately to talk over everybody so that she can lie and the truth won't get out. Wish I could grow my TikTok, maybe. No, TikTok sucks. You don't want to be over there. Faith kidnapped. Oh no, Curtis. Okay, let's see. Oh yeah, I've got to open my YouTube back up. So we are going to see Miss Julie's latest live stream. It's thankfully only a minute and a half long. I could have swore she was on longer than that, but thankfully not. But again, she's begging for $20. I know that she's been putting posts up and asking for money and stuff, and somebody actually put a picture of an application in there. It was awesome. Okay. Pause. Okay, good. It actually paused. Usually it doesn't pause and it just starts going. All right. All right. I have not seen this yet, so we'll be watching it for the first time together. Hello. Do I need to? Oh, I need to go on here. Although I was already there. Whatever. Shorts. Okay, well, I guess it takes a few minutes. Oh, wait. I'm sharing the wrong page. Hold on. Well, we had our first technical difficulty in 4 days. Because I went showing the wrong page.
3/4 salary. It's not what anybody wants, but any of us would take that deal. How about you, Kelly? Would you take that deal? They're not offered a choice. You're still doing landscaping. Yeah, whenever my buddy needs another guy, take the 75%, start your own business. Or go ride Harleys with your brother like you talked about. He moved to Albuquerque.
I promise she does talk. I saw her talking.
You and me should both be taking 75%.
Taking 75% of what? What was pay cut?
Oh, fuck.
Yeah. You sure everything knows?
Yeah, great live, Julie. Clearly I got the wrong live or somebody sent me the wrong clip. Anyway, she did go live. She was asking $30 for food. Okay. Thank you, Miss Barb. Yeah, because you're the one that informed me that she was live. So, yeah. So she's still asking for money. Typical fucking Julie. She doesn't need any money. Supposedly she has a full-time job. So she should be able to buy her own damn food or take the damn TV back. If you can't afford food, you don't need a TV, right? Like, what the fuck? I need to put what up? Yeah, like that's just basically anybody I show on this channel may cause brain cell loss. Kay's comment. Let me find it. Analog and Short Bus are missing because Short Bus got that stripper pole and they're taking turns on live making that Christmas cash. Uh-oh, you hit it out. Jenya wasn't supposed to let anybody know. Oh my God, that's awesome. So she shut up when her husband walked in the room. Why is that, like, not surprising? She seems to always do that. Every time hubby comes walking in, all of a sudden Julie doesn't have a mouth. Yep, you won comment of the night. Good job, Kay. Jenya, let Analog know. Everybody found out his little secret. That was awesome. I was. Okay, so the next. I am feeling better, but as you can tell, I am still fighting this bronchitis. It turned into bronchitis. Okay, what was this one? Ugh. Let me check it out first, because I can't remember what it is. Okay, yes, I want to show this one first. Okay, so how many of you recall when Victoria fell on my radar last year? And why she fell onto my radar? If any of you said because she was helping Lisa by letting her use her Cash App, and I believe Venmo, since the end of May, and any money that Lisa scammed, Victoria was the one directly sending it over to her dealer every single time. Every single time. Then she would turn around when Lisa's live ended. Then Victoria would turn around and go live and start saying, oh my God, how did she get money to go buy drugs? Who gave her money? I can't believe that she got money to go. And this was like when she was over in the apartments, like she was running over to building 109 as soon as her live streams ended. And Victoria kept claiming up and down that it wasn't her. She wasn't helping her. She wasn't giving her money. She wasn't sending money to the dealer. Yes, she was. She absolutely was. And then she came out and said, well, I only did it for 1 month. Bullshit. Because we had proof that she had been doing it since May. I've already put that proof out in a Victoria video. I know Villain has put that proof out in her videos. So we are just going to watch Victoria talk about that little period in time. Because people need to be reminded, you know, of who Victoria truly is. She's still claiming that she's this wonderful human being who's not nodding off in live streams anymore. Though she's been caught in a couple live streams nodding off again. Though claiming it's because of some certain medication. But it's the exact same nodding off in behavior as it was when she was getting high over a year ago.
Let's get real. I really want honest opinions.
Yes, I had lied, trying to get myself out of all of this stupid ass drama that I had drugged myself into. You're going to use a clip from there to confirm that I was helping. Sorry. LR with Cash App since May, right? Even after stating multiple times you knew that I had lied. Do you mean the live that somebody recorded and replayed? If you did not listen to the video that you are commenting on, I'm sorry. I legitimately said they are using a clip from when I was trying to cover my ass. And yeah, it all came out. Because I said it.
No, we proved
Again,
it.
let me reiterate. They are all trying to speak on when I
She
let
sure did.
her use my Cash App tag to receive money. If you watch the video that you commented on, it shows the very first day she used my Cash App tag was July 28th. That Cash App was shut down August 5th. I had no more contact with her August 7th, except
More lies, because she has reached out to Lisa after August 7th during that whole time frame. All this proof has already been put out by myself and Villain. I have multiple videos on Victoria. It's in my playlist titled Victoria. I go into detail with proof to back up what I'm saying. I explain it all. I put it all out. She's only talking about one Cash App. She used a couple Cash Apps with Lisa, not just one. And she knows this. She absolutely knows this. Exactly. It's in the playlist of many, many people. She's now pretending to like none of this ever happened. She's not still a piece of shit. You know, because she's always trying to find her safe space on TikTok. I'm sorry, but TikTok is not to be used for a safe space. That's literally should be your home or your therapist office, not TikTok. But when people see that she does nothing but try to cause drama or lie or try and paint the innocent little victim, and they boot her ass out, then she goes on a fucking 3-hour crying live stream blaming everybody else for why it happened to her. She's another one who blames TikTok for everything. Everything. There are multiple people still waiting on the tumblers that they bought from her and never received. Dirty Smurf, do you remember the number of tumblers that were purchased and never sent out? I can't remember the exact number. Her kids were in CPS custody for 3 years because of abuse by her. There was some drug use also involved in this. She did get her kids back. Now, she does not have, and I can't remember exactly how it was explained to me, but she's still not out of the woods with CPS. Okay, the kids are home, but CPS is still heavily involved. Her daughter has her own bedroom. So why is her 12/13-year-old daughter sleeping on her younger son's bedroom floor? Victoria's reasoning is she needs her own personal space. The bedroom floor of your younger son's bedroom is not personal space for a 12/13-year-old girl. Sorry, that's just not an excuse. As far as I know, thankfully, all the dog and cat shit was removed from the children's bedroom floors and closets and everywhere else. Hopefully. I haven't seen the inside of her house lately, thank God, because it's nauseating. But she has not changed. She wants people to think she has changed. She has not changed. Let's see an example. Okay. This was recent. Let me pull it. This was a live stream that she did. That was recent. Now, all I did was number these. I wish I had named them. I put actual title so I knew what the hell I was looking at, but nope, I didn't do that. Okay, here it is. Yep. So this was November 4th. Was it November? Is this November 4? It says 11/4/2025. So many people have seen her back when she was getting high, nodding out, acting weird, all that stuff online. She used to get high and drive around town with her children in the car unseatbelted. Okay? It was bad. Her behavior doesn't seem like it's changed. She has an excuse every time, which is normal. She's always had a fucking excuse for everything. But this is not normal behavior for somebody who claims they've been sober for what? Is she saying 2 years now? Or over a year? I don't know.
Shut up. Go outside. Yes, I know. I'm tired and blah, 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 blah. I already know. I've already had a crying fest. I don't need anybody else to address it. Okay? Okay. Okay, cool. Get fucked. Shut up.
Yeah, such wonderful behavior there. Eyes are barely fucking open while she's walking around. It's typical bullshit. Let me see this one. Some of these have dates, some of these don't. What was this? Yeah, it's the weird behavior she's showing like she used to show. Now I know she had knee surgery at the beginning of the year. I guess she was taking the pain medicine. Yes, Curtis.
Hold on, y'all. I'm sorry. I'm trying.
It's loading. There we go.
I'm trying to think of hashtags. That kind.
I don't know, Eldon.
Okay. What? What's wrong? Nothing's wrong. Why does villain hate her? Hate me? How am I supposed to know why somebody else feels a certain way? Sorry, I don't know.
The movies are literally following me.
Did she ask? Hold on.
I'm posting a video.
Was the question, why does villain hate her? Was that the question?
Right.
Why can't I rewind? Oops. Okay. I may have to pull that one back up because it sounded like, why does villain hate you? I'm getting to it, Dirty Smurf. I'm getting to it.
Hold on, y'all. I'm sorry. I'm trying to. I'm trying to think of hashtags. That kind. Okay. What? What's wrong? Nothing's wrong. Why does villain hate her? Hate me? Like, how am I supposed to know why somebody?
Okay, so yes, that is what she said. I can't speak for Villain, but I myself, I don't have hate for her. To hate somebody means you had to have cared about them at one point, and I've never given two shits about Victoria. But here's the thing. When she called Villain a liar, and Villain was not lying, and she said that Villain created some kind of did Photoshop on the screenshots of her payment apps that she was letting Lisa use, and that she was sending the money directly to Lisa's dealer with these pay apps so that Lisa could run across to building 109 and pick up her fix. She was saying, you know, all that. Villain didn't Photoshop a damn thing. And she kept going on and on about saying she was lying, she was Photoshopping, blah, blah, blah. I don't remember exactly how it happened, but Victoria herself is the one. Go ahead and do a deep dive on me. Pull my background or something like that. Well, guess what? When you say do it, it's going to be done. And I don't think she realized what she was actually asking for, but she did a whole video on YouTube of her charges, and her wording was explaining the charges, but technically all she was doing was twisting everything and lying about everything. So she has multiple shoplifting charges, and with one of those shoplifting charges, she gave the police her child's name and birth date when they asked for her information. Thankfully, Walmart had her real information and told the police. She then tried to say, no, that's my mother's name. They knew who she was. Who in the hell gives the fucking police their child's name and birth date while getting arrested? Right, Villain asked for an apology or acknowledgement that she lied. Yes, that's what it was. And then she said, go ahead and do a deep dive. So that's what happened. We did a deep dive. Her explanation of her charges were all fucked up. She is the one who said to do it. So when it's done, then every time it was talked about, of course, she went live crying as usual, saying that we were lying or we weren't telling the truth or we were no, we were just reading the police reports. We were reading the court records. What were we lying about? Victoria wants to constantly throw it in my face that I shoplifted food in 2023. One time in my life. I'm such a horrible criminal that I got caught the first time I ever did it. Guess what? I learned my lesson and never did it again. The difference is Victoria never learned her fucking lesson and continued to shoplift and continued to go to jail for it. And then gave it false ID when the police arrested her by giving her child's name and birthday. Like, what the fuck? There's so much to go into. Like I said, I have multiple videos on her. There was Dirty Smurf. I can't even fucking fully remember the whole dead child scam. Something about somebody that her husband worked with or works with, their child passed away, and without asking or any approval by the parents, she started asking for donations to help the family. And then it was like the parent had to fight Victoria to get the money. Like, it was almost like pulling a tooth from a tiger to get the money from her. Like, it's crazy. There's so much shit. She is not a changed person. I don't care what she says. She even called the funeral home. there's what I was doing right now was just pointing light back on her, because she thinks that I haven't said anything about her other than maybe here or there. Yeah, Victoria is a piece of shit. Guess what, Victoria? You're a class A piece of shit. But she decided to take it upon herself to go into a certain person's live stream last night in a box and run her fucking gums as usual, making fun of my husband, talking shit about me. And I'm sorry, I don't give a fuck what you say. I will never be as bad as you, ever. You have scammed so many people over the years that you've been on TikTok. You have lied, you're still lying, and you'll always fucking lie. You're a manipulator. You're a bad one, but you're a manipulator. You're just downright disgusting. Oh my God. Yes. When we play Cahoots, do you remember two of the questions on there? Which scammer was in jail while there was a rotting corpse of a cat just sitting in her living room floor? There she is right there. Do you remember the other question? Who kept her lizard in a fucking freezer because she couldn't get anybody to pay for cremation? There she is right there. She has years full of a laundry list of fucked up shit, and she thinks that she can just run her mouth about other things, about other people, and not realize that she herself is covered in a heap of shit. Yeah, it was eventually removed. It was there the whole time she was in jail, though. I can't remember how long she was in jail, though. And then she was recently arrested this year on 2 failure to appear warrants. Now, first of all, when I found out that I had a failure to appear warrant, and I found out on YouTube that I had a warrant, the first thing I did is I went up and took care of it. I dealt with it. Why? Because that's what adults do. Victoria sat there and talked so much shit about me having a failure to appear warrant. Okay. And not long after, what happens? She gets literally arrested for 2 of them. 2. And then comes online and lies about what they were for. But we all read the fucking FOIAs, and we all watched the arrest video. And we heard the arresting officer say what the warrants were for. Like, are you fucking kidding me? If you were a changed person, why are you still repeating the same shit over and over? Why is it you seem to go to jail every fucking 6 months? Victoria is the last person to be talking shit about anybody. And anytime she decides to run her mouth and lie on me, I'm going to come right back on her with actual fucking facts. Because Victoria wouldn't know a fact if it jumped up and slapped her in the face. And here's the thing, another one. She's another one. I called out a fact. That's all I did. Called out a fact on her. And what did she do? Came at me personally, using the same fucking bullshit that's been being used for 2.5 years. And who the hell do you think she got to start making those shitty ass videos about me? Rude Barbie. I can't even lie about that one, because it's true. Yeah, it doesn't seem that long ago, but I think the last video I made on her was like, what, 10 months ago? Like, I don't even talk about her. She's that irrelevant. But she thinks she found a safe space with on, and she's starting to run her mouth again. Another one who came at me personally because I called out a fact from their live stream. When people come at you and attack you personally because you called out a fact of what they did, they're only proving that you were right. I don't have to sit here and say, I have proof, but it's going to take me days to put it together. I have proof, but damn it, it's going to take 6 hours to upload on YouTube. Not even with dial up would it take 6 hours to upload screenshots to YouTube. I have proof of this, this, and that. And then you go and fake an email with fake email accounts? Like, what the fuck? They couldn't even come at me for anything legit. So let's go after her personally and not even get that shit right. If you fucked up, just fucking admit it. I don't know what's so hard about that. That is true. Now, I did call Lisa's clinic too, but it was during working hours to ask a question. Victoria called on a Friday afternoon when they were closed while she was live streaming, purposely trying to get her kicked out of that clinic. And you could tell that's exactly what she was doing. Why are you live streaming that? Yeah, Lisa didn't verify any fucking emails. She didn't talk about any emails. She didn't verify any emails. She didn't say any emails were real or true or anything. All she said was Devonay asked her for her email password, and when she wouldn't give it to her, Devonay then said, I can't believe you're not giving me your password. You don't trust me. That was the only thing mentioned about an email that has come out of Lisa's mouth since she'd been gone. Correct. But I guess people, I don't know if people have just forgotten who Victoria is, and maybe they just need a little reminding. Again, she's one of those that should be spending way less time on TikTok and spending more time taking care of her children. I never said there was an email from YouTube. Never fucking said there was an email. If she cannot comprehend basic English, I can't help her. Plain and simple. I said, thank you for saying that verbally. Now I have something to show YouTube. Meaning, if you false copyright strike me, I now have you verbally saying that, which will prove it is a false copyright strike. Never said there was a fucking email. But everything has to be twisted, as usual. Because, oh my God, she has to be the victim. Lisa doesn't verify. That's the Vivian the Vein. Right? It is. Always is. I don't understand. Like, it's the worst people come together to hate bond because they just have nothing else to do. Lisa's not online. There's so many scammers and shitty ass people on TikTok, yet still only talking about Lisa and slandering me 3 hours multiple times a week. Like, but yeah, we're the ones that have no life and blah, blah, blah. It's just weird. But Victoria has found her a new safe space where she can hate bond with other disgusting people, and she can be outwardly disgusting, but at the same time sit there and say, I'm a changed person. I'm wonderful and nobody sees it. Yeah, I know. It's weird, Texas Princess. Oh, Mr. Angelo, you're used to that by now after watching my videos for 3 years. Yeah. Like, it's weird. It's so fucking weird. Like, I'm constantly getting yelled at in a live stream when I'm not even on TikTok. It's like so creepy. I don't see any reason in going after somebody's personal life when I have plenty to literally call out about you using your own behavior in your live streams and the things you're doing to get information on Lisa. Like, and then to literally sit there and come out and admit in a live stream the other night that you spent 2 days trying to give Lisa food or money. You said money first and then caught yourself and changed it to food. But yet Nicole was completely battered and drugged to hell for giving Lisa food. And this person admitted 2 nights ago that she spent 2 days trying to give Lisa food. This is what I'm talking about. I don't give a shit about your personal life. Don't give 2 shits. It's stuff like that. Right there. Back then and now, more so again. Now Victoria has gone back to using Reaper in her personal life. Thought every live as well as in others' lives and boxes. Oh, of course. Of course. She's too scared of a villain. So she always comes at me. Like, okay. Yeah. Oh, that's all Victoria is fucking clout chasing. But yet, according to them, I'm the scammer. I've scammed thousands of dollars from my channel. Yet no proof to back that up. No, none of them will. That's the problem. That's why I didn't even bother with Victoria anymore, because she's never going to fucking change. I figured people were smart enough to see through that, but clearly they're not. So, yeah, a little reminder is going to need to happen. Good night, not without my father. It's just weird. It's weird behavior. Like, get your shit fixed before talking shit about other people. Because clearly you still don't have your shit fixed. That's 100% clear. Oh, the one thing I loved about what Victoria said was that I was exploiting her children because I responded to something she said in a live, and she had her kids on her green screen behind her. And I clipped it and I made a response. But I exploited her children for all the pedophiles on the internet to find, because I didn't censor their faces. But yet, Victoria, you didn't censor their faces. So, and you've shown your kids' pictures 1,000,000 times over on the internet. She kept saying over and over, if you want your kids to be seen by pedophiles, Reaper will make sure it happens. Don't put your kids' faces behind you and then talk bullshit, and I won't clip that. Like, what the fuck? The only reason I ended up censoring their faces was because my followers asked me nicely to do so. So I did. I didn't have to. I absolutely did not have to. She's not going to. Why the fuck should I? She don't give a shit about them. Why should I? If you don't want your kids' faces to be seen on the internet, don't put them on the internet. Like, it's just crazy. It's everybody else's fault. Their behavior, their bullshit. She never takes accountability for a damn thing. She just blames everybody else. Right, Jenya? You never know. Yeah. It's just, trash always finds trash. So Victoria has found her way. And she's going to stay there until they figure out that she's a piece of shit. And when they figure out that she's been doing nothing but lying to them, they'll boot her like everybody else has booted her when they find out that she does nothing but lie to them. Correct. You are 100% correct with that, Dirty Smurf. 100% correct. There's no actual respect for Victoria over there. And it is sad. I'm just going to say it. It is sad that people do use Victoria when they need to hate bond on somebody. And they know that Victoria hates that person. So they will use her to bring her into a box to help hate bond. It's actually sad that she's too ignorant to realize that people use her for shit like that. And then they'll just find a reason to dump her ass. And then here she is. She'll go on another hour-long live stream crying and yelling and screaming, "Why me? Why? Why does this always happen to me?" I don't know. Maybe because you do it to yourself? Just go to playlist and you'll find Victoria. Well, that's what happens when other people don't want to hang out with that person, Gothic Kitty. They can't. That's the whole reason why they're even on here scamming, Lucian. If they found better things to do, they wouldn't have the time to sit on TikTok day in and day out lying and scamming people. Like, get a job maybe. That would be something great for Victoria to finally do. Just don't DoorDash again. We all saw how that ended up. Being high, DoorDashing, eating out of people's food that you were supposed to be delivering, coughing into it, saying you hope they get whatever you got. Like, what the fuck? Please don't DoorDash again. And yes, pay back all of that child support that you owe. I'm pretty sure she still has more court cases she has to go to. I just haven't bothered to look. Oh, of course. I think that's already up. I'm pretty sure that that's already up. Yeah, over $10,000 in past child support she owes the state. There was always an excuse on why she could not go to work. Like, it's crazy. Yeah, if you want to see all of that, watch a Villains playlist. If you want to see just me covering her live streams or videos, watch mine. I mean, I still put proof to back up what I'm saying in it. Villains goes way deeper than mine. But yeah. Yeah, the state of Kentucky failed those kids. Yep. It's a sad, sad situation for those kids. I mean, you could make a movie with all of it. Whether it's going to be good or not, I don't know. Wow, it's getting cold. So there's our update on all of the pieces of shit of TikTok tonight. Yeah, I do too, Care Bear. I do too. So, unless you have answer or questions on anything I've discussed tonight, or just questions in general, we'll wind down. Oops, what am I pressing? Nah, make sure nothing happened. Yes, okay, everything's still working. I just went to clicking on the screen and stuff started popping up. I haven't been on TikTok in like a month, kind of burnt out on it. Yeah. That's why I just use it to let people know, hey, I've got a new video on YouTube, or hey, I'm going live on YouTube. Because there's a lot of people on TikTok that don't usually come on YouTube unless I've said, hey, there's a new video, or hey, I'm going live. I'm sorry, Frog Hater. That's what Facebook is for me. Yeah. I only use Facebook mainly for Messenger. That's about it. Hey, Miss Big Dog, I didn't see you in here. When did you sneak in? Oh, absolutely. Stephen King could definitely make a good miniseries about all these people. Good night, Eldon. No, they won't change, unfortunately. I mean, how long? Danny and Gabby have been doing this for 10 years. Dirty Smurf, how long has Victoria been doing this? Like 6? Lisa's been doing it. Well, she was doing it for, what, 2 or 3 years on TikTok. She started on Facebook, then moved over to Instagram, and then moved over to TikTok. Do you want me to play the funny Danny impression lady again? All right, I'll do that, and then we'll end the live. Let me open up TikTok again. Because that was funny as shit. I remember when I saw it last night, I could not stop watching it. It was like the funniest thing I'd ever seen on Danny. Like, she just hits the nail on the head so perfectly with it. Right. She went on Facebook and then, yeah. Okay. Where'd it go? There it is. Okay, make sure it was paused. Share screen. And please, please, if you have TikTok, definitely go check out Flozzie and follow her if you want to. You won't regret it, that I can say. Good night, Ivan. All right, get that up there. All right, here we go.
The sugar in my glucose is so high that the urgent care diagnosed me with Hodgkin's lymphoma. You guys, let me tell you how it happened. Yes, me and my sister Gabby do this every year right before Christmas, but mine's more serious this time. So here's how it happened. I started to sleep through the last 3 shifts of my new job. I've only had 3 shifts, but I slept through all of them. So they send me to urgent care for a urine test. As I'm on my way in, Gabby's on her way out. We high five as we pass each other. She only had a 4-hour wait. I had a 6-hour wait because mine was more serious. But they tell me that in the urine test, the sugar in the glucose was so high that it had to be cancer. So then they start running blood work and some other tests that I'm not going to tell you about because I can't remember the names that I looked up that should be happening when you have lymphoma. But here's what, maybe it was leukemia, but here's what they said when they did the blood work. Your pallets are so high in your blood that you need to call your primary care doctor now. So at 10 p.m. when I'm walking out of urgent care, I call the doc and he says, Danny, get on my chart right now. We've already got you a referral going to the Oncana Specialitis. And I said, but what about Gabby's transuterine valve ultrasound that she had going on? He said, this is more important. So he got me in first. First, they wanted to send me on Thanksgiving to do this bone marrow transplant thing, biopsy. And I said, don't you know I just left urgent care for heartburn? I have tried Tums, I've tried Pepto, nothing is working. I am so sick, you guys. And so then they rescheduled it, check this out, for December 25th, 2025. I feel like that's somebody's birthday, I just can't remember whose, but a whole fucking 3 months out? What do they expect? I have leukemia, okay? The urgent care just diagnosed me with leukemia. Yes, me and my sister Gabby do this every year right before Christmas. This is worse than anything she's ever had. We both are riddled with cancer. Our whole family is. Don't you guys understand that? And yeah, we lived 3 years past the last time I had cancer. So what? So what? I am sick. Can't you tell? Hello? I can't work. I can't sleep. Well, no, I'm sleeping through work, so I can sleep, but I can't sleep, if that makes sense. Listen, if you guys don't see me after December 25th, they've cremated me because the leukemia, Lou Gehrig's disease, is so bad. You know what? I'm done with this live. I gotta go. You guys don't believe me, but here's my chart.
So they took my urine. 1,000. 143. Your lab work shows your white blood count cell continue to be high. Your platelet count wasn't high. For that reason, I would recommend talking to a blood specialist. See if any further testing necessary will be scheduled for an appointment. You can see clearly here, I have a consultant on December 9th on hematology and oncology at the Regional Cancer Center. So I called the doctor. And he said they should have kept me.
The sugar in my glucose is so high that the urgent care diet.
I fucking love it. I know. For as little as $1 a day, you can save the Jacobson twins. A consultant, yeah. Not consultant, a consultant. Like, what the fuck? Like, it's crazy. Yeah, I agree, Mr. Angelo. I find it hard to believe that either one of them know how to fill out the paperwork to even see a doctor. You are absolutely right. My glutos are better actors than Danny. I know. I'll keep my $1 too. I can find better things to do with $1 a day. Not on those two. Nope. Well, with that, you guys have a wonderful night. And I will see all of my members back here tomorrow night at 6:45. Have a wonderful weekend, and I will see the rest of you on Wednesday. Bye, guys.
Frauds, scammers, watch them scatter as the sickle swings. Hell opens, another soul enters on the death angel's wings. Friday the Reaper begins. flings. The crow sings. Fraud or Reaper begins.